that shows we're good. Actually, let me get to Twitter real quick. Make sure I get that done. I know I'm gonna forget. Alright, Twitch, are we good to go? We are good to go. Alright. Tweet that out. Alright. But, as per usual, we're not going to start right off in the max layer. We're going to go over to the... what's it called? We're going to do a little bit with Amora. We're still going to try for it. We might get lucky one of these couple encounters. Like I said, we'll probably do like our usual, like, maybe 20 minutes, half hour or so of doing Amora hunting. Just to see what we can get, even though I really didn't need those watts. But let's see this Amora, because we're over the 999 Amora. So hopefully we can get one of these. So, oh, that flamethrower's not going to kill you, right? You know, it's actually kind of funny that this level 100 pseudo-legend can barely take down the baby form of the fossil with a not super effective move. Like, we're 40 levels up on this thing, and we seriously cannot beat it with a flamethrower. Hit it with a surf and it dies, but hit it with a flamethrower and it might live. Hopefully, I mean, if we can, I mean, if anything, I'd rather get a shiny in the max layer, but if we do get the Amora, I wouldn't complain about that. Oh, okay, Draudigon. Thanks for basically flipping over my bike. Draudigon definitely looks more imposing in 3D, like... I think it's mainly because, like, the 2D sprites, you really don't get to see height in that much of a perspective. Like, everything just looks the same size in the battlefield outside of a few Pokemon. But it's really interesting when you see Pokemon that are, like, meant to be more menacing that get to be more menacing. I don't know, that might just be me. Like, Draudigon to me just stands a lot taller now that you can actually, like, see around it. Whereas Gen 5, it just kind of looked like an angry little... like, action figure. Like, it was some little toy that you'd be sitting there, like, bending and twisting all around and punching other G.I. Joes and shit. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, hopefully, it'd be nice to get either of the Legends shiny that I'm looking for today, because ideally, if I can get Lunala shiny, that would be great, because that would be the one of the version exclusive Legends, I think. I think Lunala is the only real one that I need to get out of these games, like Lunala and Solgaleo. Just to make sure that I can actually do all the things I need to do with it. Because if I can get Lunala here, and then that only leaves Solgaleo, which I might get Solgaleo DLC for Sword as well, just to get Solgaleo. Plus I can use that to hunt the other Reggie that I need for Regidrago. Which I'd have to look up the pattern for Regidrago, because I do not know that one offhand. Because I do know that Regieleki is basically just the Y shape. But outside of that, you got me beat. I got no idea. Alright, we got any more Amoras? We do have an Amora. Okay. Oh, didn't want to hit the exclamation grass. Thank you, Wooloo. You very strong Wooloo. Somehow you survive in this climate. I don't know how. I'll give you credit, though. You really are doing the best. Come on, Amora. I just need one of you. One of you needs to be white. Which, I know I could breed hunt you in Gen 6, but I really don't want to. I'd rather just get you. Like, I have the basically my breeding factory set up in Omega Ruby. Just for doing all sorts of egg hunting. Oh, there's an Amora. Alright, now we're getting a good amount of them. That's good. So that's legit. Alright, surf. I mean, if anything, this is the main reason I run Shell Bell on my shiny hunting teams, and just rotate that item around with whoever I'm attacking with. Just because if they take damage, you're guaranteed to get heals. And since the Shell Bell is a lot better when you're OHKOing things, as opposed to, like, if you try to use it in the story, like, it can be useful to get, like, that extra 2 or 3 health back, but when you get to, like, the high levels, you really just start putting in work with the Shell Bell. Because I think it takes, like, a percentage of the HP you're knocking out. So even with Amora having, like, 90-some-odd HP, you're still getting, like, 10 to 20 out of it. And that adds up a lot quicker than just getting, like, the 3 or 4 for doing the damage in the story, like, when you're playing through the game. I mean, I know I normally run the Shell Bell as, like, early game heals, because, I mean, yeah, when you have 20 health, 1 to 2 makes a big difference. But when you're doing some other stuff, it's like, you really don't get to do that too often. Like, once you get to, like, the late game, the Shell Bell is kind of worthless, because you're bulky enough to live hits, and leftovers are just, can probably do you better in the long run. So. But it's like, there comes to a point like this, where if I gave my Pokemon leftovers, Dragapult would still be down really low on health. Because he just would not be having any healing. Because you can't really take the turn in between turns to to use leftovers if you're just getting one-hit KOs. It'd be nice if you're holding leftovers if they still triggered after the battle was done. Like, that'd be cool. Like, after the attack, if the leftovers went off before you got XP, even though none of my team is earning experience. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole. Oh, yeah, and then more Druddigon. Okay. Do we have any Amora? No Amoras? Nothing? Oh, there's one. Okay. See, part of me says I want to put more effort into this, but the other part of me is like, I just want to go to the max layers and try to see if we can bop Articuno on anybody really quick. So I'm very tempted to just go do that. I think we're gonna. If I don't see any Amora in this next lap, I'm just gonna fly back to the max layers, and we're gonna do that. Hello? Amora? We got anybody? Nope. No Amoras. Alright. Time to fly. As I also have a Leo in front of me here for Pokemon Go, which if you do want to check out my Pokemon Go, if you want to, like, add me as a friend for Pokemon Go, like, if you gotta do the, that Kanto quest, the Kanto Tour quest for getting the Mew, where you have to send 151 gifts, if you do exclamation point Pokemon Go, you can get the friend code for that. But let's start things off on Articuno, because that should be a nice, easy run. I say nice and easy, but let's see how this actually goes. So I'm going to do these first few runs like with randoms, and then if anybody else wants to jump in later on with the stream, you're more than welcome to. Which, I'll jump in the call for Discord once we get into, like, after we do these first couple of runs. So that will be a minute. Which, I'm going to take the moment to shout out, if you're seeing this on YouTube after the fact, that means we got something today. Because I'm only going to be uploading these streams over to YouTube if we actually get something. And wow, we're not getting any people to help here. Okay, Dragonair is my best bet. And then Porygon would be the next best one. I was gonna say Porygon is way better than Executor, but okay. Because honestly, if you pack Palpitoad too, that would have helped, or not Palpitoad, Politoed, that would have helped me out, because I could hit Thunders more, I could guaranteed hit Thunders. So there's a Fire type on the right, and Galarian Weezing here. If we go for the Galarian Weezing, we end up with Bisharp at the end, which Bisharp is not going to help us at all. Kingler wouldn't be bad. Okay, well, I mean, that's good. That's actually the smarter way to go, is going for Pangoro, because I'm going to go Pangoro, either this water or the ground type, because Pyukumuku, I think, is the one on the left. So, unfortunately, that's going to be what that is. Alright, let's see what we can do. A whole lot of nothing. I mean, Breaking Swipe would actually be good. Because Breaking Swipe is going to make you weaker. Which, that's actually, like, I never realized how good that move is until you see it used in Raihan's gym. Like, I saw that move a couple of times and I was like, okay, it seems pretty good. And then the attack drop, it's like, any move that guaranteed messes with your stats is really good. And it's kind of, like, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, people sleep on Rock Smash. I mean, yeah, honestly, it's not the best move out there, but here's the beauty part. If you start getting the defense drops on Rock Smash, you can really just go in. Like, there's nothing you can do at that point. Like, it's gonna mess you up. Now, I know Rock Smash isn't like 100% chance that it drops defense, but it's like, more often than not, you get those defense drops, and the beauty part is you clean the way, you open the door for somebody else to come in if you're doing, like for me, Rock Smash is kind of a decent Nuzlocke move. Because even though it's not the strongest itself, one, if you give it to a Pokemon that has the held item Metronome, my tongue can work with me, then you can boost the power as you go along. Second, if you go with the... I know some Pokemon, if you get the ability like Apom gets Technician Rock Smash goes a lot harder. Then you got the fact that if you get the defense drops and you're just constantly clicking it, you're going to get stronger, stronger, stronger every turn. So it's like, you really will just go in. So I would say, like, I mean, it's not, like, granted, it's not the best move. Like, the second you can get rid of Rock Smash, it's great. Because then put it on an HM Slave, or somebody that has an open move. Like, if they only need 3 moves anyway, and they don't need that 4th move, then you can get rid of that for Rock Smash. And then just get rid of it for late game, for, like, the champion fight if you're still on your team for a setup move or something else. But, honestly, I would say it's very difficult for me to look at Rock Smash and say that it's, like... Because, yeah, objectively, it's bad, but it's also not the worst move in the game. In that sort of sense. Like... It's not the worst thing out there. Because if you look at it compared to moves like Smog, Constrict, those moves are bad. Okay, we have a Dreadnought, and we have a Nidoqueen. Dreadnought yields us nothing. Carkol at the end. Ooh, that's good. Okay. What? Why? I really would love to get the thought process behind some of these people and just be like, why? Why do y'all do this? Like, who made this your plan of attack? I wouldn't say no to getting Shiny Pyukumuku, even though I already have it, because I SOS that thing in Ultra Sun and Moon, but... Why are we doing this? I'm just trying to figure out the reasoning here, like, what? Like, the only way Pyukumuku can hit us is if it hits a max knuckle. That's it. Like, there's physically no other way it can do damage. Like, yeah, it's hitting max knuckle counter. That's literally just the dumbest thing it can do. And toxic, of course, because Pyukumuku is all about passive damage. Which I really feel bad for Pyukumuku. Like, it's not a. It doesn't seem like it can be. At first, I looked at Pyukumuku and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then it literally just does not attack. It just sits there. It's like it can use soak and then toxic. That's it. And then it's gotta hope with counter. It's like Wobbuffet, but worse. Because at least Wobbuffet has like decent defensive stats to work with. Pyukumuku does nothing. It's like I'm not I'm not wasting my thunders against this thing. Because if anything, I want to save my thunders for what's it there? The Articuno. Because if I can, honestly, as bad as it would be, I'd rather Dynamax against Articuno to get Thunder, because we don't have anything that beats it. And this Pyukumuku ain't gonna fucking help. Because Toxicking the Max Layer Pokemon does not do anything. It's nowhere near as good as Toxic in the main games. Or even in, like, online battling. Like, honestly, if Pyukumuku wanted to be good, I feel like they really could have given it the, if they gave it more HP to make Innards Out more interesting, I think that would have been a lot better. Because I really feel like Innards Out just doesn't do anything, especially what hurts Pyukumuku is the fact that if you use its own strategy against itself by Toxicking it, then it can't do anything. Like, it's just gonna sit there. Like, look at this moveset. Venom Drench is nice for if you can poison something and drop some stats, but you have to Toxic, live a hit, get the Venom Drench off, and then, like, sit there and hope you can get, like, 2 or 3 turns off. I'm kind of wanting to go with the Sigilyph, honestly. Because that's Sandygast on the left. So I'm aiming, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm aiming Sigilyph, because I wouldn't mind getting those berries to heal up. And again, I'm not wasting any Thunders on these things, because I want to have the best odds to beat Articuno, which... If I can't Dynamax here, I'm hoping I'm not up to Dynamax. I hope I'm not. That would be great if I'm not. Or if it does, just magically take 4 turns to beat this thing. So I'm up next to Dynamax. Oh, I can Blizzard. Yeah, I can also hit Blizzards, so I'll do that. Because if anything, I'd like to kill this thing either in 1 turn. Oh no, he's Dynamaxing, so we're good. The guy ahead of the guy who started the lobby is Dynamaxing now, so that means I'm guaranteed to Dynamax against Articuno. So legit. And I know one of our guys has we only have 3 actual players in here. Which I'm surprised we haven't seen more switches. But I guess we have a smart AI for once. Ooh, perfect. We went for Max Hailstorm. That's actually great. And now I can hit a Blizzard and start putting in work. Kind of sucks that we're all going to be taking hail damage, but... Oh, terrain? Wait, doesn't that turn into an ice type move? Or no, it's not terrain, it's weather. Good. Terrain Pulse would only turn to, like, Psychic, Fairy, Electric, or Grass. Which I really wish they explored terrain a lot more. I'm hoping that the next few generations... Because terrain's a cool concept. Like, being able to have a lot of control over the environment is really cool. I'd really like to see them kind of push that envelope a little bit. Just to really see what they can do. You know, like, if you introduce, like, not so much toxic spikes, but, like, a toxic terrain. That would be cool. Or even like make it like a, what the hell is it? I think it's Rejuvenation that does that, where they have like the different atmospheres that you can kind of change around depending on certain moves and stuff. Like, it could be really interesting. And they really could go in. They honestly, I think they should. Okay, well this is good because we're minimizing our damage that we're taking for our, or minimizing how much we're taking for Articuno. I'm surprised this freaking Pangoro has not been hit once. Like, that's what I would love to know is how the fuck does this Pangoro dodge every hit? Like, somehow the AI does not want to go for it. Okay, Sigilyph is gone. Hopefully we get a shiny, even though I have, I think, everything. Yeah, I have all the shinies so far that we've run into on this run, which kind of sucks. Because I got Sigilyph from Ultra Sun and Moon, the wormholes, eventually, which took me it took way too long to get Sigilyph shiny when I was getting everything else from that flying type area. Like, I have Swannas, I got Swellows, I got... there was another flyer that was in there. I can't remember the other one offhand. But I know Sigilyph was the last one I needed for so long to get all of them in there, and I just did not get it. So I'm not going to take it because I can hit Thunders. Especially when I can get Electric Terrain Thunders as well. That's actually good. Unless Arthur takes it. If Arthur took it, it would be better. I would say Arthur should have taken it because then we could have gotten rid of Toxic and a weakness. Because right now we're just going to heal up, which is going to help 3 of us, but... I mean, it helped out Arthur because it got him back to full, but honestly, I think Arthur should have taken that Sigilyph just to get rid of the Toxic status. Because that Toxic status could make a difference in this fight. I'm just hoping that this right here live a hit, because I'm probably going to get hit with a max Hailstorm right out the gate. I know my luck, and it's going to happen. But, obviously, we're Dynamaxing here. Like, not even hesitating. I'm doing that, and I'm going for max Lightning. Hopefully, the Nidoking is smart enough to Thunder Punch, or Fire Punch, one of the two. Honestly, if it Thunder Punches and gets the paralysis, that would be smart. That's like the ideal world. Is that it gets that move. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it gets it. Like, knocking on wood here, but hopefully... Like, if you either get the paralysis or the burn, I think the para would be better, because you can also... It's nice that the para can negate the blizzard later on. Like, there's a chance that it's done. Because I've seen it a lot of times where if you paralyze the Articuno, it gets paralyzed when it goes for the blizzard. Okay, so we can't mess with your stats, which I think it always goes for mist on this first turn. Okay, get the paralysis. I was gonna say, it'd be nice to get the paralysis. But it's basically good that you get this first turn for free against Articuno. Like, you really can't do anything to it outside of just hit it. Alright, so there we go. Now we got the terrain up, which is exactly what we wanted. Kinda sucks for friggin' Executor here, but we'll have to make it work. Which, I mean, we should still be fine. I can't see there being any real issues. Outside of it being more of a... Like, we just need to hit this thing before... Like, if it hits any of us... Like, if this blizzard comes in and we don't dodge it, someone's probably gonna drop. Freeze dry? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Okay, that's... Yikes. Alright, well now at least it's... Ooh, there we go. Nice. The para. That's good. Rainfall, there we go. Nice. Good shit. There we go, we all have a move to hit it super effective now, so that's good. Okay, we need like 2 more turns to kill it. Paralyzed. Damn it. Who's dodging it, please? Okay, Nidoking dodged it. Okay, well, unfortunately we just lost someone. We just lost a life, so that's not too bad. There's only 1 life. That's our first life lost, so that's good. 2 of us are weak, and that's the only time I really see it go for Blizzard. We just lost Executor to poison. Okay, you know what? We still got 2 lives. That's good. Both, well, one of them can boost because one of them was an actual player. Oh, I'm really hoping that we can get a good boost in here. Alright, we're just gonna keep doing it. Come on, heals. Light screen. That's actually good. Light screen is perfect. Because we might live a hit. What is this Articuno going for? I don't know what this thing is going for, and I don't like it. Paralyzed? Damn. There I go. mean, that's actually kind of good, because that was my last turn of Dynamax anyway. So it's not like we lost any turns with Dynamax. But now it's coming down to the Nidoking, the Sigilyph, and the other one. We really managed to find a way to walk into Articuno with a full team of Pokemon weak to it. That's good, because we have Terrain Pulse that's going to be Electric type, we have Thunder Punch that'll go in, and Sigilyph, just as long as it doesn't hit something stupid, we're good. And if I can get a good cheer here, that'd be good too. Like, if I can give everybody, like, the special defense buff, that'd be great, because that guarantees that we win it. Just don't be a feeble cheer. Just yell. Do something. Special defense? Speed. That's it. I mean, that doesn't matter too much because he's paralyzed, but that's good because it guarantees Executor and Sigilyph can outspeed it. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, easy clap. We're going in. We got it. We got this. Took a lot of luck. Glad that we didn't lose anybody beforehand getting into Articuno. But this is why I put so much effort on trying to get to the legend with 4 lives. Like, if it's not Articuno, like, I know one legend in particular you need to save your lives for, and that's Zygarde. Because if you can't get that Zygarde out of its... If you can't take out Zygarde when it's in the 50% form, 100% is going to put a hole in you. Like, that is not fun. So, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers we get a shiny, just so that way, I mean, first run would be nice to knock Articuno out of the way, and then we can see what other legends we're going to go for. I wouldn't mind doing a Zygarde run today, but Zygarde takes a lot of coordination to do. And none of these are shiny, because I know Pangoro is red, because it goes like the red panda. Pyukumuku is like a bright green. Sigilyph has like the green goes the brown. And the Articuno is definitely not, because I know the crest is like a way lighter blue. But we still got some Dynamaxors, which is good. Or whatever they're called. Or Dynidor. Just because it's nice and easy. But we'll go for another run here. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna go Lunala this run. I'm gonna keep mixing things up here a little bit. Probably go like back and forth a lot today. I'm gonna save Zygarde for if we can go on a nice winning streak. Or if we can get a full squad lined up. Because if we can get a full 4-man going into Zygarde, that is good. Because we really just need a lot to make Zygarde work. Because the thing with Zygarde is you have to hit it with a lot of Ice-type moves, but you need to either... You want to hit it for less than half, or like take it out as quick... Like, you need to get it as low as possible in 1 to 2 turns. You don't want that thing being able to get to Zygarde 100%. Which, I know that matters just knocking it down low, but you need to, like honestly, Triple Axle is a great move to have against this thing to hit it when it's low health. Like, you want to get it low to just before it would hit the 100% form, and then hit it with a Triple Axle, and you more than likely will take it out. So we've got Lunala, which none of these are great for Lunala. Still not seeing anything great. Maybe Palpitoad or Slowking. Slowking, no, Palpitoad's better. Because Slowking is weak to Moongeist Beam. Okay, you know what? We're going Liepard, because Liepard is great. And then Raichu would be a good pick. I mean, Clefairy's also good because it's a Cleric. So that's not too bad either. It's just a matter of what we get to go against it. Which I'm not seeing anything great. Frostlass actually isn't a bad option. We got Rotom on the right. Trying to see, because we got G-Max Centiskorch on the left, which I wouldn't mind going for that. And Frostmoth also down that path, so I'm thinking Frostlass. Because Frostlass will really put in some work. Like, that would be good. Yeah, because honestly, Lunala just dies to a Ghost or Dark type, and Assurance is great. Because I know the best pairing that I've seen so far go for Lunala is Sharpedo and Scyther. Which, it's ironic that those two are the best things to beat down the legend, but that's only because Assurance is so good with those two. And I'm going to save my Assurances, and I'm just going to we're all special attackers. Or you guys are all special, and I'm the only one hitting physical, so I'm not gonna bother going for Screech. I'm just gonna do this. Because if anything, what you want to do is you don't want to Dynamax with Assurance. You want to just stay normal. Or ideally, how you would want to play it is because Scyther outspeeds Sharpedo before Speed Boost kicks in. So what you want to do is you ult Assurance, Scyther hits it, then Sharpedo gets the buff. The next turn comes around, and if the Scyther could Dynamax, well, ideally you want to make sure you have Assurance not Dynamaxed, because if you Dynamax, you lose the double base power of Assurance, which really sucks. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it really can kind of cripple the strategy if you play it the wrong way. So, it's definitely one of those, like, you screw it up and you're gonna hear about it type of moments. So, hoping, like, crossing my fingers that we can take down this Articuno with no issues. Or not the Articuno, the Frostlass here with no issues. Like, that would be ideal. Unfortunately, we're all taking Sandstorm damage, which isn't great. But hopefully this turn we should be able to just bop it, not having any issues, just clear it out, move on to the next one. Because I wouldn't mind going for Gmax Centiskorch. Even if we're not going to take it, just for the sake of the potential shiny chance, would be great. And that was good that he dodged that, because then we get all 4 lives, hopefully, moving on to the next fight. And there we go. Nice. Easy clap. Take him down. Catch it, moving along. I already have Frostlass because I did Shiny Hunt. Like, I've done a lot of these hunts already. Because I did so many of them in Ultra Sun and Moon, which, honest to God, if you have those games and want to start Shiny Hunting, go through, like, make a team in those games for Shiny Hunting, and you will go in. Like, I'm saying that with completely honest to God truth and testament. SOS hunting is the best hunting you're ever going to get. Now, Clefairy should switch for the Frostlass, because one, it's low health, and, I mean, if anybody really should switch, it would probably be the, Slowking, because the Slowking is weak to Lunala. I'm not taking it because I have Assurance, which would be great. And we're playing this stupidly and not taking it. Okay, good, at least someone did. Shadow Ball, stab quad effective Shadow Ball is so good to have. I don't know why anybody would not take it. I mean, no matter what, we're gonna get there, but I'd kind of like to go for the Galarian, or the Gmax Centiskorch. I'd like to, which we're all going for, which is good. Definitely glad to see that. So, hopefully, I mean, I'm crossing my fingers we can get the Shiny Centiskorch, although it would kind of put a damper on my plans for the Shiny Hunting series, which, honestly, I'm going to keep it real. I think I might just turn that series into, like, a YouTube exclusive kind of series. As much as I want to stream it, it's really just... I'm over 60 hours in trying to get frickin'... Like, I'm just doing for Nickit right now, and we're over 60. So, I might just change up... I might change up what I'm hunting for, depending on how some of these max... Like, if we get any of the shinies that I'm planning on getting in that playthrough, I might change up how I'm doing it. Because I might change Dreadnought out for something else if we get a shiny Dreadnought through max layers, or if I run into one by accident. Which I doubt is going to happen, because I don't think Dreadnought spawns in the wild area where I'm at. Or, like, on that route, whatever it's called. The only way we're going to run into it is in here. And as much as I would love to hunt something in the gym, I really don't know if I would be able to work that out, to make that work like that. Okay, really? You had to get the burn, too? I wish Life Dew could heal the burn. That'd be nice. Like, really just be the G and hit that for me. Because I know Primarina's Sparkling Aria can heal burns, but that also would hit like a freight train, so rather not. Alright, there we go. That's good. Get the rain, so it's not doing a lot. Unfortunately, now I'm burned, so this really doesn't help anything. So it's like, but it's all good. We'll make it work. Wow, I did about 3 damage. Save your Shadow Balls. Like, I get that you have no other move, but save your damn Shadow Balls for Lunala. Okay, Clefairy, I'm the only one that needs healing, really. And you do too, I guess. So, kinda makes sense that you're clicking it then, but we also need to be mindful of everything else going on. Okay, wow, yeah, that's... Okay, that was a big hit. Oh wait, the Slowking has Razor Shell as its water type move. Hey Dark Souls, what's going on, my dude? Hope you're doing good. I just realized this thing isn't even clicking with a special attack. I forgot, this thing only has Nasty Pulse to boost Future Sight. I'm stupid, I could have been sitting here clicking Screech. Not much? That's good, good, nice. Oh, you have White Smoke. Okay, forgot about that. Forgot this thing gets White Smoke. But, that's good. Oh, alright, Scentiscorch. I'm glad that everything in here is 100% catch rate too. Like, that's also a tweak that makes this very much shiny huntable. I kind of wish you had a little bit more control over the Pokemon that you get, though. I understand making it purely random, but... Trying to figure out where to spread the 45 stat boost for your Armor. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely an interesting kind of task. I feel like most of it, just, like I said, most of it probably just goes between the attacks and like either primary attacking stats and speed. Like whatever one they're gonna hit harder with, and then maybe just like defensive for Malamar and Honchkrow. That'd be like my guess as to where the stats would probably go. Oh, come on, Lobby, let's go. I want to get moving. I want to deal with Lunala. I want to just clap the thing. $25 in speed for Houndoom, even 20 in book. Gotcha, nice. That's good. That seems like a good spread. I can get down with that. Yeah, we go Frostmoth. I like Dracoloak. I wouldn't mind getting shiny Dracoloak, but I'd rather not go into that fight right now. Alright, the berries are nice. Get us back up to full. Frostmoth. Now I gotta deal with this thing. 100 attack or 90 attack? Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, to make them balanced off? Gotcha, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, 120 special attack is really good, and then he also gets that 100 from the Mega, so that definitely helps out. Yeah, I would say that definitely goes in. I mean, even base like 90 or like 90 and 100 attack are still really good. So that's definitely up there. It's still definitely a threat. Like, speed to get a boost over. Yeah, honestly, Houndoom in general needs that. Like, Houndoom needs a lot of love. Like, it's a glass cannon. It's a slow glass cannon. Like, it's fast, but it's just not fast enough to do anything. But that 25 speed buff definitely seems like it would help out a lot. Alright, Clefairy, just go in. Oh yeah, I think the Bisharp would probably be... It'd be interesting with F55, because I feel like... I feel like Bisharp just does a lot of good. I mean, its defenses probably could get invested in. Just trying to look at the base stats real quick. See, like, where it could go. I mean, its physical defense isn't even that bad, really. And attacking 125 isn't bad either. I feel like a good amount of that would... I mean, 25 on speed and attack. Yeah, I feel like that would be good. Because put it to 150 and then 95. I would almost argue you could kind of get away with putting... I mean, 95 is... I would almost say, like, I'm trying to think of, like, how to make it really broken. And it's like, if you put it to, like... Even if you put 15 into attack and then put the 30 into speed to bring it up to 100, I think that might be a little better, just because 100 outpaces a lot of things, and then there's not too much that goes past it. Whether the last 5 gives you his defense. Yeah, true. Yeah, his HP really could use it. I'm trying to look at his spread, and it's like... Yeah, honestly... I'm looking at the stats, I'm thinking, like, how do you make Bisharp broken? It's like... Yeah, I'm gonna see, like, 25 between attack and speed, and up to 70 HP. Yeah, that works. I like it. I like the sound of it. Slowking, you're a little late in the game to be going for Future Sight, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this thing is dead next turn. Should be Future Sighting Lunala when we get to that. Like, set up a Nasty Plot, hit a Future Sight, and then just start attacking. Crocodile or Honchkrow? I feel like Honchkrow is a lot more not so much interesting, but, like, fascinating to see how the spread goes for Honchkrow. Because you put the 45 in there, I would almost argue, like, you'd probably want to put at least 30 of that 45 into its defense. Just because its defense is so... I didn't realize how bad Honchkrow's defense really was. Yeah, I feel like Honchkrow would probably be... If you can bring it up to, like, base 80 or 90, it's not even that bad. Like, maybe just putting it between the two defenses. Like, I mean, honestly, just do, like, 25 and 20. Like, 25 into defense, and then 20 into special defense. Because then it becomes way more of an offensive... Because, honestly, you don't really need to mess with the attacking stats. Because both of them are really good. It's just a matter of doing the damage with everything else. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like 25, like doing it like the 25 and 20 for splitting that up there. I think that, honestly, because, yeah, Honchkrow really doesn't need any other stats. Its speed is decent at 71, not great, but it needs the defenses way more. It already has a base 100 HP and over, like, the 125 attack and 105 special attack, so that's really... So, yeah, I feel like that's a way... That's interesting for a defensive one. Oh yeah, it's gonna be looking different. It's gonna be looking way more... Because I know it'd probably be... The design's gonna be a lot cooler. And let me see, I'm just taking a quick peek at Crocodile to see how that's gonna... Because I feel like Crook... I mean, honestly, Crocodile's kind of in the same boat. Where it really just needs defenses. Like, it's just not bulky enough. Especially if it's gonna have Mold Breaker as its ability, it would need those defenses. Because Intimidate kind of, like, mitigates having a decent defense, but it's like, since it's going to be running Mold Breaker... Oh, alright, I forgot it has Magic Coat. Well, there goes my Shriek. So much for that plan working out. No, I guess I could just try screeching it next turn, because I don't think this thing gets a physical attack. Oh, and you drop... Oh, wait, you drop the defense naturally? Okay. I don't even need to worry about that, then. Formbreaker. True, yeah. I'm trying to think for the Honchkrow. It's like, honestly, if it got, like, Steelworker or something like that, like, or if it became... either it would become a Steel type or get Steelworker as an ability. I feel like that would be good for Honchkrow. I mean, Moxie's also nice, since it already gets Moxie, but I don't know. Also gonna suck that Liepard's the fastest thing on the field right now. What do you know that get? I'm just trying to look real quick. Yeah, it does get Moxie, so... Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, honestly, yeah, that does seem really good. I do like the sound of that. Alright, I feel it. I feel like that could be good. I like the sound of that. Mala, I really was hoping you would just go for it's Unhorror and Mold Breaker combined. Yeah, honestly, that seems really good. I like it. I like the sound of it. I vibe with it. Alright, Lunala, please be red. Oh yeah, Crocodile would not care. Like, he's just... yeah, so he's still gonna snap you in half. Especially with the new design. Like, I feel like the new designs really kind of push that to the next. Rip all Metapods. Yeah, honestly. Metapods and Kakunas, gone. They stand no chance. Alright, Frostlass, I don't think you're shiny. That's not shiny, because I know the brown... like, the brown on its back would be blue. Frostmoth's not, and Lunala's not. Let me check Frostlass, because I don't think you are. No, you're not. Okay. Kinda sucks, but... damn. We'll get the next one. He trains his jaws to... oh yeah, I feel like he definitely would be doing, like, the jaw training. Alright, I'm just gonna buy some more Premier Balls, because I'm not really low on them, but just for the sake of topping it up, might as well. I mean, I have the ore anyway that I'm not even using, so... like, honestly, I will say, Premier Balls are way valuable now that you can go and just sit there. Like, you just go into these max layers, and you're guaranteed to at least go neutral, if not positive. Playing through Steel types, other rock types. Oh, yeah. Like, he just walks up to a Steelix and just sits there all day long, just slowly trying to compress down the Steelix. I feel like that would definitely... that sounds exactly like the type of training you'd be doing. And probably like the same thing for Malamar, too. Like, just slowly trying to crush an Onyx. Like, just wrapping its head around an Onyx and just, like, slowly cracking them open. Honchkrow, maybe... if anything, maybe Honchkrow's, like, just taking a lot of hits to build up the defense. Like, just having a Machamp or something, like, punch it to death. Like, you're just constantly sitting there just punching him down, beating him down, building the toughness up on the feathers. Bisharp, I feel like definitely would be going old school and just, like, sharpening the blade on the, whatever that spinning stone is called, like, the blade, like, the ancient blade sharpeners. Like, I feel like Bisharp would definitely be sitting there with his head against the grindstone, just sharpening the blade. Hydreigon would, I feel like, definitely be using target practice. Like, just sitting there obliterating steel target, like, steel walls. And then Morpeko is just sitting there on the sidelines, pretending to be a cheerleader. Just giving everybody the moral support. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, he's training that defense stat through the roof. I feel like that would definitely be interesting. I just love how the lore on this armor is just getting more and more elaborate as we go along. Max special and normal defense. Oh yeah. I feel like if anything, his team, when you fight it, they'd probably all be max IVs. I feel like that would definitely be an interesting part of the fight. Alright, Articuno. Best bet's gonna be Lampin for right now. Oh look, it's Gast's favorite, the Quillfish. Even though, I mean, Beartick's probably the best. Probably. Not even guaranteed to be the best. Yeah, honestly, I'm not seeing anything that really stands out for this fight. Rolling Stone sharpens the sword. Oh, yeah, yep. Rolling Stone, that's what it was. Yeah, I think that definitely would be... I can see Bisharp definitely sitting there doing that. Alright, what do we got? Galvantula... There's a fire type on the left, so that's good. Okay, what do we got? Galvantula... Okay, so we would have to go Butterfree, which is G-Max Butterfree, which ain't bad. And then that's... Magmar at the end? So, I'm definitely leaning Galvantula. Hopefully we don't take Grovyle here, because that kind of screws over our chances of getting a decent Pokemon at the end. A Crawdon, a good bulky dark... I don't know if Crawdon's actually bulky. I want to say it's more offensive. Because I know Crawdon... The only thing I know about Crawdon, really, is that it goes... Like, the main set that it has is Adaptability, Life Orb, Adaptability... It's not terribly bad. Actually, it's not great. Now that I'm looking at the stats, it's like 63 HP, 85 defense, and 90 special defense. Yikes. That thing needs some love. But this fight just got a whole lot more interesting now that we have... I mean, we have the Quillfish, which isn't bad, but I also just don't have any moves. So I'm just gonna go for Spinner Stack and hope that I can drop the special attack a bit. Because none of us outspeed this thing. I mean, Crawdon, like, it's not bad, but it's really hard to work with. He'd probably need a lot more than 45. Because, let me take a look, like... I mean, it would depend where you put the 45, because, I mean, its speed is 55, so it's really not outspeeding anything. So... Yeah, honestly, it's so late. I mean, that's the only reason I think it runs Aqua Jet as its main move, because it won't outspeed anything. It'll hit really hard, but it's not going to outspeed shit. Like, it's... That thing would need a lot more than 45 base, like, more than a 45 buff. That thing would need a Mega and a stat buff like that to be decent. I mean, it has 120 attack, which is really good, but it's just, it doesn't have the speed to go with it. Like, if you can swap Crawdon's special attack and its speed to give it base 90 speed, then it can be good. Because there's no need for a special attacking Crawdon. It doesn't do anything, and it doesn't really get anything. No, with that speed, there's no way. Crawdon would be way too much effort to get speed that's worth it. That Crawdon would be on the treadmill all day long. And still getting nowhere. So, yeah, no. The armor would be looking at it like, it's a nice dark type to have, it's a nice water type, but you really don't need it. Because it just doesn't do anything, and it only gets like one good attack. It literally gets the hit once and then just dies. Yeah, honestly, Sharpedo is... I mean, I feel like Sharpedo is a lot more... I don't think it's much more bulky, honestly, but... Because I know Sharpedo really depends on speed. Like... Sharpedo's in... Sharpedo is in a better spot because it has better speed, but it just does not have any sort of defensive utility at all. Like, I mean, yeah, that 120 attack, again, is nice, but that 95 speed helps, and then you have 40s in either defense, and then 70 HP, so it's like... Does it really help anything? Like, it's trying, but it just doesn't have anything going with it. Ooh. Alright, G-Max Hatterene. G-Max Hatterene actually opens up to Hone Edge as well. That's not bad. Greninja is hard to come up with this stuff. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Greninja would be nice, but I feel like it would definitely be harder for it to pull off. Oh, I see this team is actually playing it the smart way. Meanwhile, I'm over here probably throwing my turn to pick Hatterene. Alright, I'm gonna go Expert Belt because I know Wise Glasses doesn't buff as much as Choice Specs. Like, Choice Specs give you a +1, but Wise Glasses give you, like, kind of like a half of that. Yeah, I think since Greninja is definitely the starter, it would probably be way harder for him to try and get one. So as much as it would be nice, Life Orb would have been good. Yeah, I mean, Life Orb, I like the power boost of Life Orb, I just don't like the recoil of it. So it's like, even though Expert Belt probably does a little less, I'd rather not, like, have that extra bit of chip damage. Because for me, I'm always worried about, like, being the guy that'll die to Life Orb when we only have one life left, and then the whole fight's gone when we just needed one more turn. I'm honestly just gonna keep clicking Smitter Smack, even though it's not gonna help here. Hopefully Galvantula just can land a Thunder, put a hole in this thing. Even though it should save its Thunders for the final fight. So we'll just see what it's gonna do. I mean, yeah, Life Orb's good, but I'm also, if I was a Chandelure, I'd probably go with a Life Orb more often than not. But it's just because I'm a little lampant that I don't want to go Life Orb when I have so little HP and meh attacking stats. I could have checked to see if this thing was modest or not. If this thing was modest, then I could really pop off, but I'll have to check after this turn. Since we're gonna be here for a minute. Oh yeah, the dark types he's got are definitely the best I think he's gonna get, because there's not even, like, there's no real newer dark type. Like, Morpeko really doesn't do anything for his team outside of literally be an entry fragger. Like, that's it. He doesn't do anything else. Yeah, honestly, Morpeko's just a lull. Like, if you can't handle the Morpeko, you can't handle his team. So, it's definitely an interesting one. Because, like, even when you look at it, it's like, his team really doesn't need anything else. Because, if anything, if you added, like, a Sharpedo or a Groudon, it's just, it opens a hole in the team, that's it. Honestly, yeah. If you can knock out any of your Pokemon with a Morpeko, you're really not doing anything. You have no business even trying. Like, honestly, if you lose any more than 2 Pokemon to that Morpeko, you should just cut your losses and run. Like, you have no point in trying to stand there. Steven versus Morpeko. I feel like Steven could take down the Morpeko easily. I mean, it's the Morpeko. It's not that strong, but like... I feel like knowing Steven... I mean, it depends. If he loses that Skarmory, he's probably going to be in a tough spot. But, all in all, I mean, Skarmory can go down. Yeah, the Skarmory is the only thing on his team I see that doesn't do well against the Morpeko, because everything else I think can handle it. Because, I mean, he has the Armaldo, which could really just X-Scissor and get rid of it. But then what does it do to the rest of the team after that? So, that's where it's kind of like the hit or miss. And since he kind of relies on that Metagross, it's really not going to help him either. But if it does go Mega, then Mega Metagross could be an interesting turn of events. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think, because I know he's the Armaldo, a Cradilly. I'm trying to think if I know his team. It's like Skarmory, Metagross, Armaldo, Cradilly, Claydol. I think that's his last. Or does he have a sixth? I forget if he has a sixth or not. Please tell me no one is gonna actually take this frickin' Butterfree. Yeah, honestly... I feel like, if anything, the best gym leaders that stand a chance are probably, like, the later game gym leaders, but, it's a tough one. Like, I'm not too sure how to put the gym leaders into the fight. Because Brock, like, Gen 1, there's no real gym leader outside of, like, maybe Koga, but that would be more for Koga trying to go for the armor itself, not, like, not dealing with the Pokemon necessarily. I mean, Sabrina, if she's got her psychic powers, might do something, but eh. Oh, the rematch battle. Oh, true, yeah. I don't know, the rematch battles would be interesting, because I don't know if their teams are still, like, I just feel like they're not powerful enough to do it. Like, Gen 1 and 2 really just don't do it. Psychic versus... Well, I'm not thinking so much, like, the Psychic-type Pokemon. I feel like Sabrina herself would be an interesting situation, since she has the kinetic... the Psychic powers herself. So that would at least... Like, if anything, she'd be stalling time. That's it. Like... But I'm thinking, like, it's just hard to see most things, how they play out. Obviously, I know in a battle she's not winning. But I feel like more she would be interfering with the battle herself and trying to turn the tide in her favor that way. Like, she might be manipulating the Pokemon herself. Like, they go for an attack and she might just make them miss. You know, they just sit there and push somebody a little farther to the left so they don't hit their target. Or make it look like they're gonna hit and just make them miss. Yeah, I feel like she would... I feel like she would try, but I don't know if she'd be able... Like, would she really be able to, though? That's the thing. Because you gotta know this armor's got some... Like, the demon magic holding that armor together, or the spell that's holding it, can it really be contained that easily? And that's another thing you gotta think about, is like, will it really be able to be held? Hey guys, what's poppin'? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, true. Yeah, you do have that point. What's poppin', guest? Because I'm over here with these the AI has kind of been questionable at giving us decent Pokemon. Somebody better take this Heatmor when we're done. Like, this Pangoro better take the Heatmor. Man, I'm really doing nothing in this fight. I'm just sitting here doing like 4 damage. Come on, Galvantula, fucking move. You got this. Either way, it's a Heatmor. We shouldn't be in too bad a shape. Let's hope we don't lose to, like, Turnstall. Oh yeah, no. There is no physical combat. Like, battling is questionable at best, but in hand-to-hand combat against the armor, there's nobody. Like, even Bruno and Chuck teamed up against that thing could not do it. It ain't even close. Alright, down goes the Heatmor. Use the HM strength all you want. The armor gonna be... Yeah, honestly. Alright, the armor is only literally just a pile of armor floating around. Yeah, no, we don't need nothing. It's gonna be kicking whatever it feels like out of the way. People, rocks, anything. Sleeping Snorlax into the ocean. It will not care. Alright, hopefully someone picks up this Heatmor. Because honestly, if no one else takes it, I might just take it. To get them friggin' maxed out overheats. If anything, I think the Pangoro doesn't take it. I feel like he more likely probably put him in the armor, like probably tuck them inside, like just behind the chest plate. There we go. Pangoro's playing it smart. There we go. That's good. I said, let him take it, and then we just gotta stall the clock till either he can or I can. Actually, I think I can Dynamax to hit harder. I feel like Inferno hits harder than Overheat when it's Dynamaxed. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that would be something he can pull off. Is just having him slide around inside the armor. Yeah, I mean, Inferno's already base 100, so, and you're Dynamaxing. Why? Alright, well, I'm not fast, so we should be able to get a burn on this thing, which is good. I'm guessing we're gonna hit this thing for a stat drop somehow. Houndoom? If anything, kind of make it... I feel the ability would kind of be something like how Primordial Sea functions. Where, like, you have the attack, where you have the rain that comes in that negates water type attacks. It'd be something like that, where he hits... Like, he doesn't care about type effectiveness. Like, the type effectiveness is gone, and then there's something else that goes with it. Or maybe, I forget what, I know there's an ability that does that, where it's like, it doesn't check type effectiveness. There might be a move. Doesn't this drop stat? Oh, so that's boosted. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for Inferno then, because that probably will just kill. Primordial Ground. I think so? I want to say it's like that. Yeah, basically with Primal Groudons. Where it's like, it negates the water type attacks, and then it also just completely negates the opponent's type matchup. Okay, I think we get 2 dodges, which is nice. Actually, Galvantula needed to dodge it. So that's good. And I missed Inferno. Damn it. Oh, nice, but he's dead. Wow, Fire Lash is broken. Wow, okay. That's kind of wild. I was not expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like if anything, also, if he hits super effective, I feel like if anything, he gets a minimum, like, just the super effective buff. But if it's stab super effective, well, not stab super. Like, it should, like, if anything, if he's normally immune to it, it goes to just basic super effective without stab or anything. Well, no, because he gets stab automatically without flamethrower. There we go. Yes. Finally. Oh, thank God. Oh, it finally happened. Yes! Oh, we finally got the Articuno. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like that might be broken. But oh my God, the Articuno. Oh my God. My brain is just unable to function right now. We finally got it. Let me check that summer. I want to see that red star. Oh my God, yes. Marionette117, thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining the squad. This Articuno has been a thorn in my side for too damn long. Nobody else is shiny, right? So I have no reason to take... I mean, I'm not taking anything else anyway. Articuno's coming with... Yes, I'm taking the Articuno. And we just got the that's the maximum amount of ores you can get from doing a run. Like, these 13 ores is the only way to get this. You know, I'm really glad that I did, like, a sort of mock YouTube intro at the start of this. By saying that, like, I was only going to port the stream over if something happened. And now we know. You guys were here for it. Like frozen KFC. I honestly... You'd think I have a nickname planned out for this thing, but I really don't. I really didn't plan this far too, shit. Shit, what was I gonna call this thing? There's something I had a name in mind too that I literally just thought of, and it's like... I mean, we could go cryo. Like, cryo freeze. Is that what it's called? Cryo freeze? I know that's like an actual, like, product, but I was trying to make sure, like, the name. Oh, that's an actual... Oh, that is an actual product. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I'll just call it cryo. Because I would have gone, like, cryopod or something like that, but... There we go, cryo. Oh my God, we finally got that to work. Holy shit. Yeah, no shit, we beat down a tough opponent. Yeah, we beat it and we conquered it. Oh, finally, Articuno. Let's check your stats. Okay. I mean, your defense and your special defense and speed are pretty nice. And there we go. I finally got the frickin' turkey. Well, your Hydreigon, Houndoom, Crocodile, Honchkrow. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely good. Like, if anything, Crocodile also getting, like, Strong Jaw. Like, Mold Breaker and Strong Jaw would definitely be an interesting one. Alright, let me just save real quick, just to ensure that we're saving. Okay, what do you got? Oh, you just don't even have another Pokemon to fight. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we can go back to back. Let's get Lunala. Let's give that a shot. Oh, it's so nice to only have 2 spots. Now, if I really wanted to be ballsy, I'd go for Zygarde, but... Form Breaker for a custom ability? Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, yep, that's right, Form Breaker, yep. Now that leaves, what, Malamar? Malamar and Bisharp, then. I feel like Malamar... I don't know. Like, it's... Form Breaker... Oh, yeah. I was say, Form Breaker sounds really good. I remember that, yeah. I'm trying to think, like... Malamar's a tough one to give an ability for. I mean, honestly, Contrary's good, but, like, you'd probably just want to give it, like, maybe a Contrary, but it doubles. Alright, we got Lunala, so we're taking the Obstagoon because Lash Out is really good. Alright, Lopunny's not bad. I mean, Kaparaja is not terrible. It's nothing really great. Jellicent? Wait, no, Jellicent's weak to it. I'm doing Kaparaja and Rhydon, honestly. Yikes. I mean, Cradilly's not bad for... Gaster Acid really doesn't help against Lunala because it's only good for the first turn. Yeah, Rhydon's like the best bet. Yikes. Not the best of Pokemon after that Obstagoon was taken. Bisharp Malamar? Yeah. That's why I feel like Malamar would be good to get, like, give it an ability that just basically doubles Contrary boost. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. That's a Wheezing. Actually, that's a Grimmsnarl down on the right side there. Yeah, so I think if anything, we go Magneton and then go from there. T-Tar can give... Yeah, I feel like normal Sandstream, I feel like that's fair for T-Tar. That definitely seems like it's way more on the fair side. Because T-Tar really can't do anything outside of Sand. Plus, with so many of the Armor's Pokemon being Steel types or getting that, like, attribute of Steel type, it kind of helps out. If he ever uses it. But then probably... I'm trying to think, like, Malamar, I feel like it's just easiest to double it up. Curry made Hydreigon OP. Yeah, we definitely don't need to make the other Pseudo-Legend OP. Like, there has to be some sort of level of normalcy with this team. Because I feel like that definitely will just go in. Oh, alright. Of course we missed the Screech. That actually would have really helped too, since all of us are special attackers. Malamar... Yeah, honestly, Kraken Hold would be really good. If anything, if you gave it the ability like Arena Trap... Like, I mean, give it, like, Kraken Hold kind of like Arena Trap... Well, I almost want to say, like... Maybe give... I'm trying to think of how to make its ability better. It's like... If you give it Arena Trap plus Contrary, I feel like that would be good. Or if anything, maybe like it doubles the defense buff that it gets. So instead of getting like just a +1, it gets a +2. I feel like that would be interesting. So it's like every time, it's like if it clicks Superpower, it'll basically just get, instead of just getting the +1 attack and +1 defense, it gets the +1 attack +2 defense. That I feel like would be a lot more helpful. Or, if you really wanted to be chaotic with it, you could make it get a +1 to a random stat on every time its stats go up. Which I feel like that's a bit broken though. That might be a little overkill. Because looking at it, I mean, if it's already got Arena Trap, I feel like that's good enough. Oh, so basically, okay, so pretty much Arena Trap plus Curse. Okay, I feel that. I feel like that's fair. If we're getting rid of Contrary, I feel like that'd be fair. Yeah. What's over? Oh, I feel like if you give it the ability to get a plus, like because I was thinking like if you gave it a Contrary, but every time a stat changed, it would get a +1 to a random stat. So like if for a Contrary, since it would get the +1 attack and +1 defense, it would get a +1 to any other random stat with it. And I feel like that would be overkill if you hit with like evasion. Because if you get a +1 attack, +1 defense, and then +2 evasion, I feel like that Malamar is just unkillable at that point. Because then you physically could not touch it. But I feel like definitely putting Arena... Yeah, no, I think the chip damage is fair. Because definitely, like, giving an ability Arena Trap plus Curse is definitely really good. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, that's way overkill to give that thing frickin' the ability to get an evasion boost. Or you could give it a random stat buff to a normal stat. So, like, not accuracy or evasion. I mean, if anything, it's just evasion that becomes a problem, like... Because accuracy you can kind of PP stall depending on the move, but... It's really just... a matter if you're doing that. I feel like 110... Yeah, 110 kind of chips a lot slower. Especially since Malabar's not getting its usual, like, stat buffs. It's gonna take longer to get... Like, it'll take longer to do what it's gotta do. So... That's where you kind of argue doing the, like doing 1/4 instead. I mean, maybe... I don't know, 4 turns is really quick. If the life orb damage is not gonna feel... Yeah. Because life... I mean, yeah, that is kind of true. I don't know, I would almost say, like, maybe bring that... I feel like 1/4 is really quick. Like, because you basically just kill him in 4 turns then. Which is really quick. Alright, somebody had better take this Grimmsnarl. Rhydon, you're weak. Please take it. There we go. Low Pony, let him take it. Really hoping that he just takes it so we can get moving. It'd be awful to be stuck there having life orb. Yeah, true. What is this water type? Is this Whiscash? No, it's cool. Oh, it's Quillfish. Okay, easy. Go for Quill. I'm going for Quillfish. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind getting a shiny Quillfish. But if I'm choosing between Quillfish and Lunala in this final fight for a shiny, like, give me that Lunala. And it's about time this game gave me a shiny. Spent all day, friggin' Monday getting nothing. Oh no, Intimidate. Actually, that kinda sucks. Most of this team is physical attackers. But I can kinda mitigate this a little bit. So, don't mind me while I hit that Screech real quick. I mean, the Life Orb... I mean, I feel like Life Orb chip would be interesting. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like that's a good... Like, giving it Arena Trap plus Curse, I feel like that's good. I mean, it's just Bisharp. Which... So what does Bisharp normally get? Honestly, you get, like... I know I've used Bisharp, like, twice. What do you get? Defiant? I mean, Defiant is really good. The stat spread? Oh yeah, true, right. Yeah. I forgot the stat spread of Malamar. Malamar, what's your spread? Probably do... I mean, maybe do like 15 special defense, 10 defense. Yeah, honestly, all of its stats are low, so I'm trying to think like maybe do 20 into attack and then do the other 25, split it 10 and 15 between defense and special defense. Like bring his special defense up to 90, get his defense up to 98, and then the attack up to 112. I guess that could work. It's just really low stats across the board for now. Like, its typing is good, but it's just... Ugh. It really does not do anything. Like, it needs Contrary to be good, and that's kind of the problem. Like, if it doesn't have Contrary, maybe it would have to have some sort of setup move, but I don't think it gets Bulk Up. I'm trying to look right now and see if it... I don't think it gets... Yeah, it doesn't even get Bulk Up. What's this aspect? I feel like... I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna Facade to get rid of this real quick. I feel like probably doing... like 15 in the special defense to bring it up to 90. Throw 10 into its defense to get that up to 98. And then throw that other 20 into attack to get that up to 112. I feel like that would be decent. I mean, the speed isn't gonna matter, really, if it's gonna force you in the fight anyway. And you have 4 turns to kill it before you're dead, so... That's where I feel like it would be more fair. I think it does get... I mean, if anything, I imagine this thing gets Leech Life? Or you probably give it Leech Life, not anything, since you're gonna be in that fight anyway. Like, Leech Life or Drain Punch. Or some sort of Drain move. It doesn't even get a Drain move normally, which is sad. Yeah, honestly, that's really kind of sad that it doesn't get any Drain moves normally. Superpower. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, Superpower. Yeah, I feel that brings it to a lot better of a standpoint. Yeah, exactly. You're trying to fight back against the Kraken. Oh, I want a Dynamax here so bad, but I feel like just going for a Screech is better. If he goes for a Magicoat, that kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. Because if I get the Screech off, then we're in good shape. Perfect. Well, sorry about your luck there. Sorry, Grimmsnarl. But that's fine. Cause it's only... That was the first one? And we missed. Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna go for Lash Out then. So I just want to hit this thing. Iron Defense, what are you gonna do? Body Press it? That's not gonna work. Kunala's a ghost. Yeah, honestly, I feel like you'd be scared for a few seconds, but all you need to do is really just get something in that beats down Malamar quick. Because you don't have the time to sit there and try to, like, stall it out. Like, you need to deal with it quick. While Lash Out did nothing. And we're just missing attacks left and right, okay. Yeah, because if anything, you just need to really do your best to keep it going. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try Screech one more time. Because we need to do some actual damage, and since the Grimmsnarl went down super quick, that did not help us. Yeah, because you start taking too much damage from her, the ability hitting you. Yeah, you need to just hit it. There's no time to set up on it. Like, you're gonna, you need to either just set up ahead of time before it comes in, or set up after it's gone, because that's the one thing that's gonna stop your setup in its tracks. There we go, that's what we needed. Now at least if we hit it, we're doing good damage. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, Malamar, trying to beat it, you'd really just need to take it down in the first two. If you have something that can two-shot it, that's your best bet. But especially with those defense, giving it the defense buffs like that, it would definitely be interesting. Yes, the Crocodile coming next. Yeah, honestly. I feel like that would depend on how your team plays against it. Like, if you're really gonna be... If you set up before it comes in, then... Which is actually kind of funny that we said Malamar was gonna be the one people will try to set up against, and we've kind of mitigated the setup issue. Even though more... Like, if you set up against more Pekko... I mean, at any point, if it sees that you're trying to set up, it just brings in the Crocodile next, and just destroys any hope you had of setting up and going in. Yeah, Bisharp's the last one, and it's like... I'm trying to think of how to make Bisharp good, because Defiant is pretty good for a normal ability. But let me take a look. Yeah, because that's really the only thing, is like if he has that more Pekko to set up against, but we've mitigated the setup problem. So, like, I feel like Defiant is really good, but it would need probably something else to go with it. Damn, no back-to-back shinies. Because I know Magneton is like a bronze goldish color, or like a coppered color. Grimmsnarl is white, I know that. Quillfish should be nice and pink, and Lunala would have been red. A little bit of a shame, but meh. I'm trying to think of like what else we could really give it, because there's not much it really needs outside of like War's Call. Yeah, I feel like War's Call would definitely be cool. I'm trying to think offhand, and it's like I'm trying to like what you add to it to change it up, because I mean, like I said, Defiant is really good, and then maybe give it... You could give it an ability that checks how often its stats are buffed, and then change it, like, gives it a stat buff according, or... Ooh, that would be good. Maybe War's Call, like, you give it the Defiant, where if its stats get... If any stat gets lowered, it gets a +2 attack. But, maybe give it every... Maybe have the turn counter check for it, like every 2 or 3 turns, it gives itself a stat buff. There is nothing good on this whole lineup. I'm just gonna go Tyrantrum for power. Like it'd be kind of like a tactician type thing, where it gets a defense boost depending on what stat is getting hit harder. Like if you're using a lot of physical attacks, it's gonna go for a... Like, it'll go for a more... Like, if you go special attacks on it, it's gonna go for special defense buff. Or I don't know about random. I feel like it would be better to have, like, a calculated stat buff. You know what I mean? Like, make it check what attack you're going for. Maybe do it random if you're not attacking it. Like, if you're just gonna sit there and try to set up, like, you're gonna, like, set up moves against it, like Dragon Dance or Swords Dance, then maybe it checks... Or, if anything, make it check your stats. You know, like, if you're sitting there boosting your stats up, doing, like, power-up punches and stuff, maybe going for a move that counteracts the... Like, getting a stat buff that counteracts those. Yeah, exactly. Like, check to see what... Like, it plays it tactically. Like, if it sees that it's slower, it's gonna get a speed buff. If it sees it's getting hit physically, it's gonna get a physical defense buff. Or maybe it gets to the point where, I don't know, I feel like that would be a lot harder to code, have it check checks so much. Like, that's not even just checking... Like, that's not even, like, doing how normally the move and abilities work. That's really in-depth. I feel like that would be a nightmare. Nothing about hitting hard. Yeah, honestly, like, if it has the chance to boost its attack, then it's going to. Oh wow, this Tyrantrum's really just going in. Damn, Tyrantrum, fuck him up. 4 hits did almost half that health bar. Shit. And there we go. Well, if you have Pokemon unaware, then... I feel like you... Well, if anything, you get unaware, and he'll still probably just sit there getting buffs. Because, I mean, look at the Pokemon that have unaware. It's like Quagsire would be the only one that's really a threat, but does Quagsire really want to take a hit from this thing? The new Crocodile. Yeah, honestly, the new Crocodile just kind of negates unaware, too, so it really won't matter that much, necessarily. Alright, I'm hoping nobody takes this thing. Yo, Android Light Mary, what's going on? Quick little fact? Alright, what's up? What's the little fact you got there? The only true fan of something you're powered by electricity. Nice. You know, I would not have ever guessed that. But now we know. That is something that is very true. So, thank you for the random bits of knowledge. The more we know. What to take? Man, I hate these items just usually don't do that hot. I'll just take the Quick Claw. Because, I mean, leftovers are nice, but Tyrantrum's not in the best of spots. Well, I mean, technically, isn't that also true that, like, in-game appliances, like, video game appliances like microwaves, lamps, and stuff are all powered by real electricity, too? Or there's something I saw where it's like, all the lights you see in video games are just pure electricity. Alright, let's see how much Rock Blast can do to this thing. As we're just gonna bop every fire type we see. Oh yeah, that's right, you're part fighting, so this isn't super effective. Dang, I was kinda hoping I would hit hard. I mean, honestly, win, lose, or draw today with all the rest of these raids. We got the shiny Articuno, so that's all I was really caring about. I'm happy enough that we got that. Alright, and there we go. Now, hopefully... Ooh, that was a crit. Nice. If we can get 5 crits, that'd be great. As long as we can hit 5 times, that'd be good. Okay, 3. Nice. Okay, it's giving the +2 attack and then the speed. Okay. Feel it. I think that'd be good. Yeah, I feel like that would also be good. Like, give it something... Oh, so after it... Ooh, after a knockout. Okay. Alright, I feel it. Feel that. That would be an interesting sort of run. Like Moxie and Speed Boost? Yeah, I was gonna say, like Moxie and Speed Boost. Yeah, I feel that. It could work. I like it. Bro, this Tyrantrum has been going in this whole fight. Like, this man has not cared. And much simpler. Yeah, I was gonna say, that'd be way easier to code. Yeah, I'm gonna go Berserker. Okay, and we just want to go Crustle, I guess, so you can just watch me bop something again. Yeah, because I feel like the nightmare to code of trying to make the ability do all... I mean, if you could code that ability, that would be fit the original one, that would be amazing, but I feel like that would require way much more than the Pokemon engine is able to handle. Like, I don't think Pokemon is anywhere near ready for that. Oh no, X-Scissor. You're the only one worried about X-Scissor. You could have picked something else. Going to the... Yeah, I feel like they're going for the berries. Which is actually kind of astonishing, because we haven't had any issues this entire run. Like, Musharna's the only one that's not at full HP right now. I mean, yeah, granted the Coffee wasn't either, but honestly, Rock Blast has been putting in work. Like, this thing may not have Head Smash, but we've been getting good rolls on Rock Blast, so take it. Like, look at that. It's a quarter of its health in one turn. Just thanks to friggin' Rock Blast. A 4 roll. Honestly, we've been getting some good rolls with this. And here's where Rock Smash can get good, but also might go very bad. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping... Well, nah, because it wouldn't really help that much. I was thinking, like, it might help to do good damage. I mean, honestly, if Musharna takes it, it wouldn't be bad. But if anything, I'm probably going to Scale Shot the Articuno, or not the Articuno, the Lunala, if we don't have Rock Blast left. Actually, I'd probably just go, nah. I mean, Scale Shot would be nice, 'cause it'd also give me the speed boost. But I think I'd probably just go for Rock Blast. Because I don't really need the speed boost when I have Quick Claw that can pop. I'm not gonna, I mean, honestly, look at the damage we're getting with Rock. I feel like Rock Blast does more when you're not Dynamaxing, if you can get a good roll, versus Dynamaxing. Because, I mean, look at that, we just got another 4 roll, and that, like, we're getting a 5 roll. And we almost killed it. But I'm not gonna bother Dynamaxing, because usually I don't when it gets to low enough health. Plus, he's throwing anyway. But I usually just don't do it at the same time. You gotta sit through the whole Dynamax animation. So I usually like to speed through it. Like, if we needed it, I think I would have gone for it, but I had faith. I'm putting my entire faith in Rock Blast. Because this Tyrantrum has been nothing but a fucking unit. I wish I could keep this Tyrantrum, honestly, because holy hell, this dude just fucking... Tyrantrum just rolled this place. Like, Salazzle, gone. Combuskin, gone. Crustle, gone. Now I'm waiting to see if we get into Lunala, and we're gonna hit, like, 2s every time. It's not fit. Honestly, like, it really, like, we've clicked 4 Rock Blast, and got, I was really hoping Lunala would have switched. But even that Lunala's the only, or not Lunala, the, Musharna would have been the only one to switch. Because I don't think Musharna has anything to hit Lunala super effective. I don't think. If it has Shadow Ball, that'd be nice, but I don't, I know it gets Energy Ball. But I don't know outside of that. Like, honestly, I might as well just got a Choice Band if I could've, and just gone in. I feel like the Armor Honchkrow probably... This Tyrantrum's luck, though, has been really good. So I feel like that would be interesting. But honestly, I'm curious if this... Does this Musharna have Shadow Ball? No. Oh, he got Yawn. Yawn might actually come in handy. You have Shadow Ball. That's interesting that the Nidoqueen has Shadow Ball. Huh. Would not have expected that, but, you know, it hasn't let me down yet. I am completely, wholeheartedly going in with Rock Blast. I don't even care. I'm going in. Normally, I would say Rock Blast and, like, multi-hit moves aren't the best unless you have Skill Link, but I swear this Tyrantrum must have Skill Link. Because this dude has hit 4s and 5s, like, every time. But let's see how he does now. So, hopefully... Oh, he missed. You know what, that's fair. I'll give you credit. He missed 1 out of the 5. So, I'll give you the break on that one, Tyrantrum. You've earned the pass. Doing stats for the not including the Mega or Legend, I feel like she's got about a 45% win chance. Honestly, I feel like she needs to ditch Spiritomb and Roserade to stand the best chance against the armor and put some other Pokemon in place. Because her team, like, the Spiritomb and Roserade just drag her team down so much because they're just kind of dead weight. They really don't bring anything to the table. So it's like, she really needs a little bit more. So, Alright, that's fine. Max strike me. Tyrantro's gonna unit this whole run. He could use a bit of a break. Different Pokemon that few. Oh yeah, she does get an Electros later on. Okay, true. I'm trying to think. Like, I forget she had a new team. I forgot because she got a new team in Unova. That's right. I feel like, honestly, I know the Spiritomb for her is kind of iconic, but her Garchomp stands out way more, and that Spiritomb is doing nothing. So, like, I feel like she stands a good, she's got a good chance. Since her updated team, I feel like stands closer to a 50%. But honestly, outside of that, if she has her normal Platinum team, I feel like she's not doing it. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting situation for her. I mean, honestly, the armor really doesn't have any weaknesses at this point. Like, we've kind of mitigated 90% of them, at least. Because whatever type matchup effectiveness there is, there's one, enough coverage for it, and two, the abilities kind of just negate all of it. Like, Houndoom lost his water weakness. Crocodile doesn't care. Hydreigon and Bisharp really don't care. 10% we didn't cover. I mean, the other 10% I feel like would just come from, like, if someone packed Legends. That's about it. Like, if you just got a full team of, like... If somebody brings a team that has Cobalion, Brazion, Terrakion, and Keldeo, I feel like that would be, like, the main issue. Or, like, part of an issue, and then after that, it would just be, like, if somebody packs, like, a Mega Lucario, Mega Rayquaza, any of the Primals. Well, yeah. I mean, that's exactly, like, that's the thing. Like, that's the team that's the comp, I feel like, that beats the armor without taking too many struggles, but other than that, I don't really see anything besides that. But you know that would be the team most people would run. They'd see the stats and be like, nope, alright, you have legendary level stats, I'm bringing my own legends, and it's like, okay, go ahead and try. You're still not going to get too far. But, I don't know, I feel like it would be interesting to see how they play out. Alright, let's see. Salazzle, not shiny. Combustion's a no. Crustal's a no. And Lunala's a no. Let me just double check it, make sure. Nope. Alright, send you all away. Yeah, honestly though, I feel like legendaries are like the only real way to beat this team. Because normal Pokemon, unless you're gonna run like even a half of a mirrored team by trying to do the same comp against it, you're not gonna beat it. Let's see how this next run will play. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's like a good fight. Like, honestly, some good fighting types could really go in, but it would just be a matter of, like, you'd have to really plan out getting them in. Like, you'd need to get a bunch of Moxie Boost Pokemon to really try to go in that way. Would the armor survive OU? Yeah, I feel like the armor survives OU. I feel like that is a definite. That the armor would survive OU. The armor would probably destroy OU with the stat spread that it's got. Okay, so what to do? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go to Dedenne just for the substitute potential. Coffee would be good. This Pokemon are one of a kind of busted. Oh yeah, like they definitely, like they're beyond unique. Like not only does he have a Mega, but he's got a lot of power to that team. And nobody wants the Coffee. Okay. Kind of wish the Coffee was there when I was there, because I would have taken it. Look, I took Dedenne for sub because it was the only good thing, but... There we go, now Coffee is gone, okay. Yeah, they are ridiculous. That is really just... They are busted. Alright, what do we want to do? Stoutland, Kingler... Comfey, Escavalier, Bolton, and Explode, I think, on the left. But I'll go Galarian and Weezing. I was thinking Galarian and Weezing, and then we'll go Mono-type form. Seems important. Oh, yeah. Like, if you only had to bring one type against him... I mean, you can play it smart and play it, like, honestly... Because fighting type's got a good amount of types you can match with it, too. Not even just Legends, like... I mean, if you pack a Mega Lucario... That thing's got some power to it. But let me look at some other fighting types. I'm trying to think offhand of like a good set of fighting types to go against it, and it's like... It's kind of interesting how that would play out. Alright, Dedenne, I'm gonna need you to not just die, so we're gonna go for sub. Fighting types. I'm just gonna look at my Pokedex app and see, because like... Well, if you really want to go broken, you can remember the buff target weak dog. Oh, yep. Yeah, I know that meme. Yep. Yeah, where it's usually the one that's like the old school thing, where it's like, you know, how things used to be versus how things are now or something like that. I'm just trying to look real quick to see what fighting types you could bring, because honestly... Non-legendary fighting? I remember the buff Togger Veils would do. Yeah, that is true. 100. I could feel that. Alright, let's go with Thunder. How do we pull that team again? I just want to see. I'm trying to, like, in my head, I'm trying to look at the Pokedex and match up Pokemon to this team, and it's like... Okay, Chestnut's definitely a no. I mean, Pangoro can... I mean, Pangoro is decent. It just doesn't do well against against Honchkrow or Malamar. Scrafty isn't bad. Scrafty could be good. Scrafty again just loses to Honchkrow. I'm trying to think. You're more than likely packing a Mega Lucario. Or a Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken might not be bad. Infernape is definitely on the list. Actually, Gallade. Doesn't Gallade get an ability... Yeah, honestly, Gallade might not be a bad pick either. Here's a victory lower we give him a Mega Houndoom. Oh yeah, the Mega Houndoom with the stat buffs definitely makes his team that much harder to beat. Like, I'm feeling 100% that his team is not... Like, her odds of winning do not go good with a Mega Houndoom there. Like, if she has a Mega Garchomp, I think maybe she stands a good shot at winning. It's tight, but I think she might be able to. Like, her Unova team, or like her updated team, with a Mega Garchomp and some real power. Oh yeah, that Houndoom is broken with that ability. Like, you'd need to have a Focus Sash Mon for everything except the Hydreigon at that point. Like, that's the only thing that really needs you to hit a Focus Sash. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna take this Weezing. Alright, War Turtle, you bring that. Nice. Counter. Yeah, honestly, there's not really much you can do. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, realistically how you beat it, and it's like, there's not really anything you can do to beat it. Alright, I'm hoping we go Kingler, because that would be nice. Yeah, I don't know about that Houndoom. It's kind of on the meh side, on the interesting side of things. Alright, we got items. What do we got? Nothing really good. Crud. Here, I'll take the leftovers, because literally nothing else helps. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm trying to think of, like, starter Pokemon, and it's like, I mean, Infernape is definitely, like, Infernape, Gallade, and Lucario are, like, the first three mono fighting that come to mind. But honestly, in terms of Pokemon, it's like, there's just not much that really goes in against him. Like, there's not much that goes in that doesn't just get hard shut down by something else. I feel like Mega Lucario is almost like a must to try and get on that power level that you would need to punch a hole in the team. But then you gotta find something that beats Honchkrow. Which I guess if you need a Pokemon that is going to be there just for countering Honchkrow, I guess you could. I mean, yeah, I feel like it really did. I feel like that 45 stat buff really buffs his team in a way that makes it even harder to kill him than if it was just normal. Like, the Hydreigon hitting 3 times is busted. The Houndoom has no water weakness, and hits everything for super effective. You've got Malamar that's doing curse damage like, guaranteed curse damage, and you're stuck there until you can kill it, which I guess that's the easiest one to counter, really. Crocodile is just raw power, and then Bisharp is getting a stat buff every time it, like, basically just for breathing, it gets a stat buff. It gets an attack or speed buff. So it's like, I'm just trying to look down the list of Pokemon in the Pokedex, and it's like, I mean, Mega Lucario is number 1. I would say that's, like, 100%. And somebody just fainted. 4 times weakness becomes 8 times. Yeah, exactly. Like, you get such a big weakness. Like, Fortress and Scizor are absolutely obliterated. It's like, good luck surviving even with Sturdy, because you're more than likely going to get burned and destroyed. I'm trying to think of, like, one starter, and I'm trying to, like, make a team around it, and it's like, there's really... Yeah, you just doubled up every weakness, because it just hits so hard. Plus the fact that that's just the ability being insane. Because, I mean, its special defense still isn't the best for Honchkrow, so you might have to pack an electric type just for going on that, but I'm trying to see, like, power-wise what you get that isn't a Mega. Because you hit physical. Yeah, you're a physical attacker, that's fine, okay. I mean, actually, Magnezone might not be too bad for Honchkrow. Like, Choice Specs Thunder? The rest get 2. Yeah, because everything else gets a double damage from just being there. Honestly, I kind of think Magnezone can counter Honchkrow. I mean, granted, you can switch out into Crocodile easily, but quite a bit of luck at a good team setup. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like Sturdy becomes your best friend in that matchup, but it's like... Because you need a fast fairy to try and beat down the Hydreigon, which isn't going to be easy in the slightest. Because even looking at the fairies, because Hydreigon normally is... I forget how fast Hydreigon is normally. Just look that up real quick. Because Hydreigon's like base 95 or something. 98. Yeah, it's really fast. So you need a fairy that can naturally outpace it, but you'd also want something that truly outpaces it. Because bulk isn't going to save you. Primarina. 60. I thought Primarina was going to stand a chance, and nope, it does not. How's the Flying Dart gets you ability against it? Yeah, I feel like, well, that's why I think Honchkrow would be... That's why Magnezone, I think, would be a good counter for Honchkrow. Because, at least in that state, because even with it having Heat Wave, if you run Choice Specs on Magnezone, get that thing Magnezone with Sturdy, lives one hit and then can hit it hard with a Choice Specs Thunder. Which, if anything, I'd almost argue, like, if you brought a sacrificial Pokemon to lose to that thing, if you brought like a Politoed or something, I feel you on that move. But good morning, baby. Believe you, I feel you on that. I am so tired. 20 points Hydreigon speed. Oh yeah, if we give it 20 to speed, then that would be... 20 to speed puts him at 118. Which, honestly, I mean, a Comfey might be able to beat it, because Comfey would get priority if you go, if it's Triage ability. Yeah, if you give it Triage, the priority Draining Kiss, I feel like that would be decent to counter Hydreigon. Not great, but decent anyway. Like, that would at least give you some good damage against it. I'm trying to think, like, how do you beat everything out? Like, there's no one Pokemon that beats this team. You'd really need to just sit down and build up a team. Regieleki. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, honestly, Regieleki is the only thing that's outspeeding the entire team, but that's just because they decided to put Regieleki on every ounce of... every ounce of speed they could give it, they just threw onto that thing. I mean, honestly, Dragapult wouldn't be bad. I think that's that's Exploud on the left. Crocodile's there for every electric. Yeah, that's why I feel like it would only be there to counter that one thing. That's it. Like, Magnezone would only counter Honchkrow and then be useless after that. But it would just be cannon fodder. Because more than likely it's going to be at 1 health or near dead anyway after Honchkrow, so it'd probably just drop to whatever you send out anyway. But I'm gonna show you, I did get the shiny Articuno, so I at least got something out of a run today. So if nothing else, at least this stream, I'll put it up, probably gonna put it up tomorrow at some point, because I gotta wait a day to put it up on YouTube, so I'll put it up like tomorrow afternoon-ish, depending on how long we go today. Yeah, it's like you really would just have to play it like one-on-one matchups. Or maybe like get Pokemon that have coverage to deal with more than one Pokemon. Like since Honchkrow, like Magnezone would only counter Honchkrow, you have to get something else that can help double up on anything, like any other Pokemon. This run is not, like, I look at we go from all these runs we've had today being so good, and then we just hit this run where it's like, yeah, we lost 2 lives earlier on, and now we're just kind of existing. Earthquake is stronger. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like it definitely would have. Like looking at that set, there's not. I mean, you probably just have to like For Crook, you would need... You got shiny Crook? Yeah, I did. Yep. Finally. It took me way too damn long to get that shiny Articuno, but we finally did. So this stream is definitely going to get poured over. It's actually kind of funny that I almost, like, hintingly foreshadowed it by accidentally doing a YouTube intro early, like, right at the start of the stream, before anybody got in. And it's like, yeah, we got one. So, hopefully we can get a Lunala, because then it'll be... Because Articuno and Lunala are, like, the only two legends I can think of that I really need to get out of here. Because I'm pretty sure I have everything else. Stone Edge probably good. Yeah, I think Stone Edge would definitely be a good choice. I'm trying to think of, like, good water Pokemon that would beat down that would be able to handle that Crook, and it's like... Yeah, it's interesting. Oh yeah, it was definitely nice. Like, as soon as I saw the shiny Articuno, I just kind of broke down for a minute. That's like... I have been doing that I have done way too many runs for that Articuno to finally get it now. Like, it was way too much. I'm just glad we got it. Like, that's the main thing, that we got it, we're able to move on. Now it's a matter of Lunala, and I'll just see what else there is to get, because honestly, we might be doing Regieleki as my next kind of, like, shiny hunt. Depending on what legends I need, because I don't think I really need any legends from here that I need to get. Like, it would literally just be Lunala and Solgaleo that I can think of are the top two that I need. I might use these games to get the other, like, to get the Landorus forms that I need, and then getting another, like, getting two more Kyurem and a Reshiram and a Zekrom to make the Kyurem white and black. Yeah, Houndoom is literally the counter for Waters. I feel like, if anything, to make this fight more fair, I feel like you wouldn't have him switching around. I feel like it would be a lot better to just leave him, like, he just stays in with whatever he's got. Because that's the only real way to counter him, because if he can switch his team around mid-fight, that's where he becomes an issue. Because then I think he's actually unbeatable. Because as soon as he switches into the Houndoom on a water type, it's over. I feel like it would definitely be easier to play against him not getting free switches like that. Or not getting free switches, but not getting to, like, switch mid-turn and all that. Like, he only switches on a KO. Alright, now how in the heck? In here, Star Split. Yeah, honestly. I feel like, you know, I'm just gonna go for after you, and I'm just gonna try and get this Cofagrigus to hit this thing. Especially since he's going for his Dynamax move, I really want him to just hit that thing. I mean, yeah, you really will. You're gonna try so hard, you'll get so far, and then in the end, the Hydreigon's gonna be right there. And it won't even, and not a damn thing is gonna matter. Alright, that's good. Go for Magic Coat. That's fine. Alright, Cofagrigus. Hit the bitch. Welcome up. If anything, I might just spam after you on the Cofagrigus. Because that's actually really good. Now that I'm looking at it. Alright, well that sucks that you missed your Thunder. I just realized that Lickitung have no move other than Thunder. Oh, that's Muddy Water. Why is it not going for that? I feel like the player can beat... I feel like a good Pokemon player could beat the armor. Because like I said, you just build a team to counter each Pokemon on the team. Like, you need to play it smart and tactically. Because I feel like you definitely could beat him if you only did one at a time. Because it's just a matter of building, like, getting Pokemon to beat each thing. Like, you get a strong fighting type in the player of this game where fighting types are limited. Well, I feel like if fighting types are limited, whatever fighting type you get is going to have to counter that Bisharp, first and foremost. Because that Bisharp is going to be the easiest thing to counter with a fighting type. So you're going to need that primarily. Magnezone is going to beat down Honchkrow. Getting maybe 2 fairies to deal with Hydreigon would be another good thing. Oh, okay, Comfey, thank you for living. Jeez. Did not need that. Gift Rio. Yeah, I feel like a Gift Riolu would definitely be good. Like, a Mega Lucario. Honestly, you get a Mega Lucario, and I think that can kind of help out against Houndoom, too. Or Crook. Actually, Crook. Because even with Earthquake being there, I feel like it would definitely be easier. Well, bye. Damn, we just lost. So that's our 4th death, so... RIP. But, yeah, Mega Lucario definitely... Primary counters Bisharp, and maybe secondary can deal with Crook or Houndoom. Alright, you're not shiny, and you're not shiny. But double check. Because I have the 5th badge to get from them all. Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be... I think that's fair. Like, you get the Riolu, but you also get the Lucarionite. Or Lucarioite, whatever it's called. To get the Mega for it. You found Rayquaza down there. Literally a sliver of health. Yeah, honestly, it was so close to just... We needed, like, one more good turn, and we could have beaten it, but... Yeah, I'm gonna get this, why not? It's in the game where the armor... Yeah, honestly. You know what, let's try Rayquaza. I've never fought Rayquaza in this. I already have shiny Rayquaza. Well, the Rayquaza that I got wasn't event shiny, so I would want to go back and get my own shiny eventually. I'm actually... Well, no, there's no Megas in this game. I was gonna say, if Mega Rayquaza was here, then... Oh boy. But, nah, we should be good. Because Malamar, you're gonna want to bring a bug, so probably having to bring... Honestly, you could bring Golisopod to kind of counter Malamar. Because Leech Life, like Malamar, like the buffed Leech Life on Golisopod getting stabbed, I think that would be pretty good. I mean, an emergency exit also would be helpful, because then you just get forced out. Houndoom, you're going to want a good rock or ground type. Which you probably could pack Golem, honestly. Or not Golem, what am I thinking of? Something with Stardy would be nice, but if you ran like Focus Sash on the Lycanroc, the Night form, the one that has no guard, you run that with Stone Edge, and that can kind of deal with Houndoom. Crook? I'm just thinking of like... I mean, honestly, Crocodile, you could probably do... Only one that can escape the grab. Yeah, honestly, that's what I feel like. Golisopod would be good to deal with that. And then I gotta look at water types to see what would be... Because I'm thinking like a water type would really be the easiest thing to beat, like, or the best typing probably to deal with Crocodile. Alright, Keanu, let's do it. I know you're not the real Keanu, but it'd be nice to get into this fight. What to beat down that thing with? I mean, honestly... I'm trying to think, like, Pure Water would probably be best, but at the same point, probably wouldn't do that much. Obviously, I'm not thinking something like Swanna. I think, like, the Lycanroc Night form, the red one, the one that has no guard, I say would be the best to beat Houndoom with. Put a Focus Sash on that thing, because Houndoom's going to hit like a freight train. But, I mean, Focus Sash is going to be the name of the game against the armor. For everything except the Hydreigon, you'd really need a Focus Sash, or Sturdy. So, but I feel like you hit a Stone Edge, and I feel like that Houndoom is not going to be in a good spot. Okay, we go Rhydon here. Trying to think for Crocodile. Because I'm not thinking bringing, like, a water flying type is not going to help you. Because, yeah, you'll dodge Earthquake, but it's not going to help you with anything else. Ooh, take that Sneasel. Please take the Sneasel. Why did we not take the Sneasel? Honestly, Hydreigon, I feel like that's going to be a combination of, like, 2 fairies. Because I feel like you'd probably want to go... I feel like Comfey would be a good fairy to start with against Hydreigon, because at least you get priority Draining Kiss. Okay, I'm feeling left, and then... Honestly, probably just push left path all the way. Like, just go Comfey through everything up, because we get a fairy out of it, too. Which, convenient, I'm talking about Comfey. I feel like Comfey is good for entry damage. Because you go, if you can get Draining Kiss, because that's priority, that would be good, and then... You're gonna need something that outpaces... What do we give it? Or what's it at? With a 20 speed buff? 20 speed buff puts you at 1... So is there a fairy that outspeeds it? Okay, actually Rabombi outspeeds, which is actually interesting. But Rabombi still outspeeds, and could actually hit with Moonblast. Yeah, if you're limited in playthrough, that's also going to be interesting. I'm trying to think of, like... Because honestly, Rabombi wouldn't be too bad, because Rabombi can also help with Crook. So... Like, Rabombi plus Comfey to deal with Hydreigon, and then... Because Comfey can also kind of double in to help out against Honchkrow. I mean, Rhyperior is good, but it doesn't have a special defense, and since Hydreigon has Earth Power, I don't think Rhyperior would take that too well, because it's still weak. And plus, you gotta imagine that's hitting 3 times. Plus, Rhyperior is slow as dirt, so... Like... If I look at... I don't even know Rhyperior's base speed offhand, but I know it's weak as heck. Yeah, 40. Like, Rhyperior's only base 40 speed, which is... It's a good Pokemon, like, attacking-wise, but it's not gonna outspeed to take it for a different one. I mean, Rhyperior might be able to handle... Houndoom? Technically? But... I don't know, I feel like Houndoom... I mean, Rhyperior wouldn't be bad for Houndoom. I'd probably, like, Assault Vest Rhyperior would be your best bet. I just feel like the Lycanroc does so much better, because if you're guaranteed to hit that Stone Edge, it really would go in. I'm trying to think, like, what do you really do to this team? Like, you really gotta play it one-on-ones, and it's like... actually, you know what, let me write some of this down so I don't forget while I'm talking about it. I'm gonna forget otherwise. Okay, let me go to catch the Comfey real quick. No, I don't have that. Alright, so we said Mega Lucario probably does that. Bisharp versus Bisharp versus Rhyperior. I feel like Bisharp wins just because Rhyperior has no speed. I feel like Rhyperior is almost like a free buff. Alright, I'm gonna see if anybody else wants to take this Comfey, because I'll take it if nobody else does. But... Oh yeah, let me... Write down that for... Write down those two. I mean, honestly... Oh, come on. Is anybody gonna take it? Okay, get... Okay, yeah, I'll let him take it. What is it? Solid Rock? Oh yeah, doesn't Solid Rock negate weaknesses? Or not necessarily negate, but like, reduce the damage you take? I forget how Solid Rock works. Oh yeah, super effective by a quarter. I mean, that could be good, honestly, now that I think about it. I think that could be good, but the stat buffs would still hurt it, depending on how it's played. On paper, I feel like it beats it. But the second that Bisharp starts getting buffs, I feel like that's going to be where things go kind of haywire with it. Weakness policy and Solid Rock. Okay, jeez, yeah, that actually... That sounds good. That on paper sounds really good to beat the Bisharp. Because honestly, at that rate, you just click Earthquake twice, and you just go in. Like, wow. Yeah, that actually does really, really good. I mean, after that, then it's just the issue of getting worn down by, like, because if anything, you gotta worry about Houndoom coming in, or Malamar comes in after it and tries to get some chip damage off. Sharkbait is not tank yet, right? Yeah, true. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of hits. It's not gonna tank a lot of hits. Like, most of his team is good, but some of them just got a little bit full that make them harder to deal with. They're not impossible to deal with, they're just harder to deal with. Might even do one shot. Yeah. Especially since it's going to be weakness policy boosted too. Like, that +2 I think is also going to play a factor in it. Yeah, I can see Rhyperior doing that. But how are you going to get the Rhyperior in game? That's the question. Like, is there going to be an NPC that'll give you a Rhydon holding the Protector to get the Rhyperior? Or is there going to be a way to evolve Rhydon outside of trading? True. Yeah, it really would be a question of just where. I think that would probably be a later game trade, if anything. Maybe they do that trade-off, like give you like an electric gym, and you get that, like that's your primary, easy way to deal with it, is getting that Rhyperior. The NPC, true, yeah. Like, I feel like some NPC would be good for that. In my head, I was trying to see, like, the rest of the team and what you use to counter it. Because that Rhyperior then also doesn't deal with... I was trying to see, like, cause once that Rhyperior gets the weakness policy boosted, like, Solid Rock is nice. If someone wants to emulate the game. Yeah, true. Yeah, you just give an in-game trade for something like that. I'm trying to think. So I got like it might okay. So let me actually scratch down Rhyperior too. Okay. So I'm thinking. So right now I've got like. Well, then we also have Magnezone to counter Honchkrow, which is just the easy hard counter. Or not easy. And no dying today, right? You're not allowed to die. So we counter, right now on my list, we've got like 4 of his Pokemon countered, and then, if anything, I'm just thinking, well actually no, because we have Golisopod that counters Malamar, right? Like, I feel like Golisopod you could definitely put like an in-game event for. Run out with the item needs for the Gen 4 trades Pokemon. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that would definitely be... Like, so you can get Electivire, Magmar, all those different Pokemon. Honestly, I might scoop this Barraskewda if nobody else does, because Comfey shouldn't be switching. I don't know what this Rayquaza is even going to have, honestly. I've never fought this Rayquaza, so this is going to be interesting. This will be when we accidentally get, like, the shiny Rayquaza on the first run. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that. Because when I got when I did a run for shiny Palkia, way back when I first got the game, or when the DLC first came out, not when it first came out, when I first played the DLC, I went for Palkia while I was in a call with some friends, and I literally just picked up a shiny Palkia. Which I didn't even need. But, let's see, Comfey shouldn't be switching. Oh yeah, you would definitely need a lot of planning to beat this thing. Like, you need a very specific team and a specific game plan to beat down this team. Because right now, the hardest one would be Houndoom, which the only thing is, like, if you have the Rhyperior that beats down the... That's why I'd almost want to say, like, save the Lucario, or save the Rhyperior for the Houndoom, then. Because you want more power to deal with Houndoom and something that eats those hits. That's why I'd almost say, like, use the Mega Lucario to deal with Bisharp and Crook. And then have Hyperior to deal with, the Houndoom. That's where I would put that anyway. Because you're going to want something that can deal with that Mega, which... with the boosted Mega, mind you, so that's really going to be the issue. And then that's... I mean, that's pretty much the team, and then it would just be, like, if anything, you could also have... I mean, Golisopod's not fast, but you can also use First Impression to get some good damage against, Crook, if you needed to. Like, if Malamar comes out early, again, then you bring Golisopod in, and if he brings Crocodile next, or not next, but like you get emergency exits out, kill it off, Crocodile comes out next, you swap into Golisopod, hit the First Impression, and then go down. So it's kind of like the utility in that. Yeah, true. So honestly, I mean, the team count isn't actually that bad either. Like, at least like the team that I'm writing on paper isn't bad. Oh yeah, it would, like, the Bisharp wouldn't be able to beat the Lucario. That's the thing. Like, that's what the player would need to do, more than likely, is have, because you need to be like on paper planning the whole thing. Like right now, the team that I have isn't impossible to get, but it's difficult to use outside of that fight necessarily, because realistically the team that I've built on paper I wouldn't be using, but it would be Mega Lucario, Comfey and Rabombi, Magnezone, Golisopod, and Rhyperior. And each of them deals with a different threat. Like the Mega Lucario is there to deal with the Bisharp and the Crook, primarily. Like Bisharp first, and if it can deal with Crook later, then that's great. Comfey goes first against Hydreigon to do as much as it can, and if we need to, Rabombi comes in after it. Rabombi also helps deal with Crook. Magnezone, Honchkrow, we covered that. Golisopod, Malamar, covered that. Wait, that's why I'm thinking, like, you need, like, that's why I'm packing 2 Pokemon to beat that Hydreigon, because Comfey, if you can get priority Draining Kisses, that's, like, the best thing. And then Rabombi as backup, since Rabombi will outspeed. Even after the buffed speed, Rabombi still naturally outspeeds. And Comfey just has priority, which is the best thing to deal with it. And then Golisopod for Malamar, and then that weakness policy. I would say that weakness policy Rhyperior to deal with Houndoom would be the best bet. I mean, Crook isn't impossible. With that team comp that kind of like meshes together, Crook doesn't really have a lot of places to go, because you really have 3 counters to Crook on that team. Because priority First Impression on Golisopod, if it lives Malamar and gets switched out. You have Rabombi that outspeeds it. Comfey that has priority Draining Kiss if it survives Hydreigon. And into Mega Lucario. So you really have 4 counters. Magnezone ain't doing a damn thing to Crook. Okay, that's gone. And then Rhyperior, you really wouldn't want it taking damage outside of, unless it's already done with Houndoom. So, I mean, I'd be down to try fighting this team, because that seems like a really fun fight. Alright, 2 lives to fight the Pokemon that got a Mega that got its own tier. This ought to be interesting. Alright, Rayquaza, what you got? Oh, I'm nervous. Airlock, okay. Okay, so you mitigate weather, that's fine. Works for me. Ice Punch Rhyperior, always the other Crook. Yeah, true. I feel like if anything, with the team having if it's a normal Crook and Rhyperior, I would say that, but this Crook having more attack and speed than what we gave it. Like, if this Crook had, like, the modified Crook stats, I feel like would definitely make it so you'd want to have a full HP Pokemon or priority. So that's where I'm feeling like it'd be an interesting fight, but it wouldn't be impossible necessarily. I don't know, that's where I feel like it would be interesting. I'm just in my head trying to see, like, how to play certain matchups around with, like... Is this Comfey really going for floral healing already? I mean, if it goes re-speed again, it's gonna hurt really bad. But what does this Rayquaza have that makes you want to heal it up already? And plus we're hitting it with Max Worm Winds, so... Full HP... I mean, it's full HP Rhyperior against Crook. I feel like that's a good fight. That's why I feel like for anything, that's why I feel like it'd be better to just save. Well, like if you're thinking the matchups. Well, here's my question then: if you lose Rhyperior, like let's say Rhyperior takes a ton of damage against Crook, how do you beat Houndoom then? You know what I mean? Because that's what you got to think about. Is like if you lose Rhyperior, because then you gotta have something that beats down the Doom. That literally would be your Doom. So that's where I would consider like switching things around a bit. Or that's why you'd almost have to play the match like 1-for-1 for the most part. I feel like it'd be interesting. It's an interesting fight to kind of like match up against. Oh, what's this Rayquaza doing? What's cinematic? This battle's... Oh yeah, 100%. If this battle's animated, it would be really good. Wow, did we really just win because Rayquaza's frozen? Did we really just get handed the dub on the silver platter here like this? Like, it looked like it wanted to go for something, but it didn't do anything. Like, if you animated this fight, I feel like 100%, you would have a lot... It'd be an interesting fight for an animated fight. So... I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. Like, for in-game sense, I feel like that would definitely... The team that I'm building is, like... better of the options, but it definitely would come down to an interesting scenario to win it. Alright, let's see if Scale Shot can finish it. Oh no, Ash stands no chance. Even Sinnoh League or Kalos League Ash stands not a damn chance. He is nowhere close. He should be in Pallet Town with his mother, sitting there on the couch crying because they know the world's gonna end if he goes to fight that damn thing. No amount of plot armor is gonna save him. But I feel like that would be a fight where would be a moment when Ash tries to go fight the Dark Armor. That even Gary would be pulling him back. Like when Gary tried to warn him before going into Sinnoh that he wasn't ready for the power that was in Sinnoh. Which honestly, I love that moment with Gary, because that was so humbling to see Ash really get stopped. Oh no, there's no way. Ash would have no hope. Pikachu? No. Even Pikachu can take L's, and Pikachu would be taking the hardest of L's. Like, no way. Not a chance. Yeah, I'll keep my notes on Rayquaza, why not? I mean, if I see anything better in here, I'll swap it, but... Yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep running through Lunala, honestly. Yeah, his Honchkrow would definitely beat down the Pikachu. I feel like if anything, the more P.E.K.K.A would probably beat down Pikachu, knowing anything. Like, I don't think Ash could really beat that, even unless he builds, like, his strongest team, and even then, I don't think it would do great. Like, even bringing Charizard, Infernape, Sceptile, Ash Greninja, Pikachu, his busted-ass Snorlax, I don't think there's anything. You couldn't put Ash's strongest team together and have it stand a chance. I mean, that's what, honestly, if I had to fight that team, that's the team that I wrote would probably be the team I would use against it, just to have your best odds. Because other than that, it really wouldn't do anything. Or a Wheel Pikachu. Oh, yeah. 100%. Probably go Jigglypuff here. There's nothing for this run, shit. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a good Dark type somewhere along this run then. Kaparaja? Alright, what are those dragons at the end? Because that might be... Or what do we have at all in this run, really? I think it's Salazzle on the right again. Hatterene, Lairon... Man, we have, like, nothing. I mean, Fracture, I think, gets Assurance, so that wouldn't be a terrible one, I guess. No training limit? No. No anime trainer around is beating that. Not even... Honestly, well, I can think of one that would stand a good chance, but his team is such BS that I think it would be a no, and that would be Tobias from the Sinnoh League. You know, the guy with the Darkrai. I just realized we have like 3 fairies against this Steel type. This isn't gonna win. We're not doing this. Oh shit. We're not winning this fight. Alright, let's fake tears. I just realized we picked the worst matchup. Granted, neither matchup was gonna do great, but... Did you just helping hand? Oh, shit, not. Okay, I thought you helping handed me. I was like, what? Okay, thank you for going for a move that we can't even use. I love how we're all thinking the same thing of dropping the special attack, or special defense on this thing. Oh my god, this is such a bad fight. Okay. If I see somebody go for a setup move, I'm not gonna go for fake tears. Okay, you're attacking. Alright, just to make sure Shinada gets the most damage, I'm gonna go for this. Oh no, Blossom. Okay, one for helping hand, okay. There we go. Now let's see if we one-shot this fucking thing. Oh yeah, no, I feel like it would be a tough fight at best for him. Oh, bye Jigglypuff. Oh wow, you lived. Yeah, I was gonna say, Tobias would stand no chance. It'd be funny to watch, but no chance. Like, no way. Oh, that'd be hilarious to try and watch Tobias fight. I mean, his Darkrai would only be able to win just by trying to use Sleep Axe. Like, he'd be sitting there Dark Voiding, Dream Eatering the whole, or not even Dream Eatering, probably just Dark Void and try to hit the team then. Like, just constantly spams Dark Void. For 2 minutes where he pulls both over the... Oh yeah, no, he would be... He'd see Crocodile and be like, huh? What? What are you? Like, I feel like he'd be mentally prepared for Houndoom, Honchkrow. Like, Houndoom and Honchkrow would be the only 2 that he would probably know about. Hydreigon comes out, he's gone. Like, his Latios would be sitting there like, what? Alright, I'm taking this because I have 8 health and y'all are at full, so do not. Nobody try to swipe this thing. Bisharp, Crocodile, Hydreigon, Malamar. Like, none of them stand a chance. Like, he'd be looking at them like, huh? What are you? Oh, where to go? What path do we take? Doesn't matter where we go, it's a choice between items. I think Latios is 5? I forget the base total on Latios, honestly. Or Latios, let me take a look. Well, we also don't even know what his other 4 Pokemon are. Like, we've never seen them either. Let's see, Latios. What's your base total? 600. Okay, I'm not hitting this thing super effective, so I'm just gonna go Life Orb, which I normally never do, but I'm gonna go for it. Probably other mythical or normal. Yeah, well, I feel like he has a bunch of, like, I know people theorize that he has a bunch of, like, mythical slash legendary Pokemon. I doubt he has any real cover legend. I feel like that's definitely off the table. But I feel like he would definitely be packing something. Maybe he has a Latias, too? Yeah. His Latios... Like, even with, like, that's why I said the Darkrai would be his best bet, just to sit there and spam Dark Void. That's it. That's the only thing that beats it. You know what, I'm not even gonna Dynamax here. I'm just gonna sit here and try to, like, Iron Defense up to get a one good body press in. Because I feel like one good body press should do at least half to this thing. And if everybody else just attacks it, we should be good. Well, you also gotta remember, this Hydreigon's gonna hit 3 times. So it doesn't even matter really what happens, as long as he hits. If he gets the hit, it's over. So that's why I built a team that's like half priority, half bulky. Until one of his team members one-shot Darkrai. Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much anything on his team. I know Darkrai is fast, but I don't think Darkrai is, like, that fast. I want to say Darkrai is, like... I feel like it's over 100, I want to say. I don't know exactly. 125. Actually, 125 outspeeds Hydreigon, I think. Because the Hydreigon only hits 118. So if this Darkrai lands a Dark Void... I think the Hydreigon's the fastest on the team? I want to say Hydreigon's fastest. Unless Houndoom, you said also, I think, got a speed buff, but I don't think Houndoom is going to be... I don't think Houndoom breaks 100, depending on what the speed buff was. Houndoom normally is 95, so it might. Mega Houndoom, did you get the speed buff? Mega Houndoom's 115, okay. So, okay, Mega Houndoom would probably outspeed then. Yeah, definitely, like, you could dodge the first 2 by the time the second one hit. Like, if anything, he's using the first 2 to line you up to hit the third. And even though the third is technically weaker than the first 2, it's still going to be a major hit. So I feel like that would definitely be an interesting time. Especially, yeah, so the anime, I feel like you would definitely be using those shots to, like, move you around in a position he wants you to be. Because I feel like he would be punishing you, almost, for trying to do one way or the other. Like, especially with Latios, he'd want the sky control. Because if Latios is able to move around, that's where Latios gets its main damage output. Exactly, he doesn't want you dodging it, so he's gonna sit there and... He would almost intentionally miss to try to force you other ways around. Or if anything, he might just mess up the battlefield too. Like, start messing, like, hit the shots into the ground and start launching rocks everywhere. Because I think that would definitely be interesting. Like, maybe put the first shot into hit the first shot into a rock, like into the dirt, send some send like ground coming up. Either use that as a shield or just attack into it to create even more, like, splash effect. Or use that to kind of, like, put dirt in your eyes. It's like you can't see, and then he's just free picking from there, just able to blast you down. Yeah, the two heads just grab it, and then the first head just sits there and blasts it. Then the other two hands can just blast them off. Or like one hand at a time, like, you know, left hand shoots while the right hand holds on, then left hand grabs on after the shot, right hand shoots again. Why is this Bill Awesome just clicking grassy terrain? Does he want it to hit Steel Roller? Like, what the heck are you doing? Oh wow, that didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. Life Orb +2 boosted. Interesting. The destruction that Latios. Yeah, honestly. That Latios in that fight was so interesting. Honestly, of any Pokemon that I feel bad for, I feel bad for the first 4 Pokemon that went up against that frickin' Latios. Or not the Latios, the Darkrai. Because they tried so much but could not do anything. I will give Ash credit though. I do remember the tech that he brought Sleep Talk Heracross to try and deal with that Darkrai. But then Latios just got absolutely shafted. Like, and Sceptile came out to finish off Darkrai and then just absolutely died to Latios with no hope. Oh yeah, like honestly, I remember as a kid watching that and I was like, wow, that is insanely smart for Ash. And then, you know, we hit Unova, which we don't talk about Unova Ash, because Unova Ash lost like 400 IQ points for no reason. Like, how do you go from making the Galaxy Brain play of bringing a Sleep Talk Heracross to deal with Darkrai, and then you go the next region to the Electric Gym where you decided to bring only a Palpitoad? Yeah, honestly. All 40 of those brain cells he had, he threw into that one fight. And then Unova was where his brain was melted. Because even Pikachu was destroyed after that Latios fight. You know, you fight Latios one week, and then the next Monday you roll around, you're fighting a level 2 Snivy that just hatched out of an egg, and you die to a Leaf Tornado. Over tits. Yeah, Pikachu went way too far against Latios, where it couldn't handle a little Snivy. I hated that fight so much. Like, that was the fight that made me stop watching the Unova anime, because it really went for no reason at that point. Although I will admit, I did enjoy watching Elisa's gym fight, because Ash was so dumb it gave me a good laugh. Like, it was so bad. Yeah, honestly, the fact I remember that a little bit, how Zekrom just kind of like melted Pikachu. Or like just absolutely tased the fuck out of him. And it was like, it was so interesting to see that. Alright, I'm leaning towards Fracture here. I mean, honestly, I kind of want to do Cradilly at the same time. I'm just going to put Cradilly and see what happens. Because I hope we go Fracture, but Cradilly wouldn't be bad either. These guys won back versus the other evolution. Yeah, honestly, at least he beat down that rival, but Unova Ash was just... I could not get behind him. I could not stand Ash in that Unova. Because, honestly, Iris wasn't that... Oh, it's direct move. Okay. Cool. Crocodile was cool. Crocodile and Mivani are like the only 2 Pokemon on Ash's team in Unova that save him. Otherwise, he has nothing that makes me care about his Unova team. Like, there is nothing that makes me want to side with Ash. So... Because, like, yeah, Oshawott was cool, Pignite got personality, Snivy was there because it was a girl. Oh yeah, honestly, I thought he was going to get an Empoleon, honestly. Like, I thought Ash was going to just get an Embor and roll. And then Crocodile just came in to steal the show, and it's like, oh, alright, you do you, man, just pop off, let's do it. Just fuck him up. It's like, honestly, like, Unpheasant is so forgettable. It's almost on Noctowl level of forgettable. And then you got, what was the other? Snivy was there because it was a girl, like I said. Boldor. Dude didn't even get a giggle. He just got a Boldor. Like, I will admit it was cool how it used Power Gem where it just shot it from the middle of his forehead. But, honestly, his team is just not that good. Like, you could try to compare that to, like, his original team from Kanto, but honestly, the way, like, you can't even compare the unevolved Pokemon Ash has had throughout the years when his Unova team comes into the category, because they're just so low compared to everything else. Like, if you want to look at, like, if you pick just the grass and water starters that Ash has, or even the grass and water types in general that Ash hasn't evolved over the years, okay, let's go Gen 1, Bulbasaur and Squirtle. No. Oh yeah, no. Like, if Ash had to fight the armor, he's never beating it. No matter what team comp he brings, no matter how much plot armor they give his entire team, Ash could somehow bring the armor into a Charizard versus Bisharp scenario and still lose it. Like, it would be gone. If the armor was in every tournament, Ash would be quitting the Pokemon League. He has no business at that point. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to try and snag this Dracloak right now, or Dracloak, because Assurance is really good, plus another stab, like somebody with a stab Shadow Ball would be great. I'm gonna try and get it, honestly. If Blossom isn't gonna make a move, or if we ever get past communicating, I'm going for it. I mean, plus I'm Life Orb boosted, so that would also help out. But yeah, it would be interesting. I mean, honestly, even, like... Yeah, the Orange Islands was a bit of a weird Pokemon League. Like, that thing was interesting. Because there was only really, like, 2 battles in the entirety of the Orange Islands. Like, everything just came down to, like, weird contests. Or, like, weird events that you had to do. Which were cool for, like, team building, but... There's no business. He would destroy the Orange Islands. Like, the armor wouldn't even do the challenge. He'd just take the badges and walk. Oh, I realized I didn't even get the thing. That's weird. Wasn't even paying attention. Wait, Blossom didn't even try for it? What the fuck? Wow. I mean, the Battle Frontier I feel like would be interesting. Because I feel like Brandon would lose to the armor, hands down. Like, Bisharp just destroys 2 out of the 3 Reggies. And Registeel has no way to deal with Crook. Or Hydreigon. Like, so much of that team just destroys Registeel. He wouldn't even yeah, he would just skip the Orange Islands. Like, he would take the time to go somewhere else to train. He wouldn't even bother. So there's no reason. Like, there's nothing at the Orange Islands for him. There's no battling. There's only Lance. That's it. And even then, Lance's only real threat to his team would have been a Dragonite. That's his only good Pokemon. And that's just because of how good Dragonite was back then. So, interesting, but not great. Oh yeah, the guy beat... Yeah, the one guy... What the hell is his name? Well, I know there's a bunch of different guys. I'm trying to remember the one in Hoenn that beat him. Well, there's one guy that came to Johto that beat him, too, and I forget his name. Like, the one trainer that came from Hoenn to beat him up, that absolutely just decimated him. There was a guy that had the Cowboy Meow. But I do have like a Blaziken, a Kecleon, and a bunch of other Hoenn Pokemon. Let me try to think. I can't remember the guy's name. I know Hoenn Ash really didn't have a rival outside of, like, Ash really, I don't remember him having a rival in Hoenn. It was more of like just him chilling, like, it was more of like, he was battling Mayhead contests and that was their main focus. Because outside of Team Rocket, there really isn't a reoccurring trainer I can think of. Yeah, honestly. I feel like Gary would be battling the armor, because Gary's the better honestly, Gary's the better trainer in the long run, too. Like, it's not even close between the two of them half the time. Like, they make it close for the sake of the plot, but it really doesn't end up going that way. Well, thank you for getting rid of our terrain that we were using to heal. Alright, well, this is going to be an interesting fight. As it's Dracloak and... Okay, we still have an extra life, that's good. So even if Dracloak goes down here, we still have a decent chance. Hopefully we get heals. That would be good. Okay, light screen, that's also good. Let's give the healing. Damn, that sucks. Oh, hit me. Don't hit the Dracloak. Hope no hit me instead of the Dracloak, because then I could live it. Because I don't have anything to hit this thing with. I'm just sitting here with fucking Flash Dan as my only move. I mean, Gary was like always meant to, I feel like Gary was always meant to be the better battler, but they just had to make him for the sake of the anime, you know, objectively worse than Ash. Alright, come on. Alright, we got a Leiron, which is good. If he focuses the Leiron, we're good. Leiron has 30. Yeah, honestly... Like, there's no trainer in the anime that's really beating the armor. And I feel like, no matter what they pulled against him, the armor still wins out anyway. Because there's just so much power on that team. Oh, what do we get? Attack buff? A speed. Okay, that's good. We need speed. Because we're all slow as shit. Oh, okay, good. He threw. Yay. Alright, easy clap. We win. Because Lunala just decided to give up. I'm hoping this means you're a shiny Lunala. Really hoping, crossing my fingers, that you somehow decided to be shiny. I mean, honestly, Johto Ash would not be able to... Like, if you go through each of the regions, Kanto Ash stands no chance unless Charizard listens, and even then, Charizard listening doesn't do crap. Johto Ash, he doesn't have the power. Like, his team, like, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Chikorita, those were his main power. Noctowl ain't doing crap. Or no, he didn't, that's not the reason for Torkoal. What am I thinking of? What else did Ash even have in Johto? Heracross? Heracross was, like, his strongest member, really. Because Megahorn could just go in. Okay, I don't think we have any shinies. No. Okay. Rip. I heard when 2 turns, the first 2 gens the shit. Yeah, honestly. I feel like he wins the first 2 gens, and then the 3rd gen would be where Ash gives more of a fight. Because that's where Ash started playing more tactically. Ooh, Landorus. I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, Gen 3 Ash would have given him a lot more of a work, because Grovyle... Honestly, that's where Ash started to get real power. Was between all that team he had in Hoenn. Like, because Grovyle started going in, Swellow was a unit, Corphish was a unit, Glalie was a good Pokemon, You had Donphan that was... Well, no, it was still a Fampi, I think, when he went to the Hoenn League. But what did Ash even have? What did Ash even have for Hoenn? Honestly, yeah, honestly... I mean, Unova is still just a loss. I don't think Unova team beats it. But Sinnoh team, I think, Sinnoh team puts up a great fight. You know what? I gotta look up Ash's Hoenn team. What was his Hoenn team? Okay, Swellow was good, Grovyle was good, Corphish was good, Torkoal is... and then Glalie. Let me see. I'm just scrolling through to take a look real quick to see. Yeah, because Johto... Yeah, Johto was Show Malamar and Unova to Gen 6. Yeah, honestly, I think Malamar would be there for the end of the for the Unova team. I mean, honestly, looking at like his Sinnoh team, I would say is the best bet, just because Staraptor, Torterra, Buizel, Infernape, Gliscor, and Gible, they just go in. Like, there's not much to beat down on them. Yeah, Unova, no. Unova's no. X and Y, I feel like would be another good kind of lineup. I feel like Gen 6 Ash would be decent in terms of Pokemon, but it wouldn't do much in terms of battling. Like, Greninja would be good. I mean, he had fully evolved Pokemon, too. That's also part of the thing. Like, Ash Greninja is really powerful. So I feel like that would play a big part in it. Ooh, I kind of want to go for Duraludon. Because we're still dealing with... Yeah, we're still dealing with WoW, so we go Dragon here. I'm going to try to go from there. But I feel like Noivern was good. Like, Ash Greninja is really powerful. Talonflame was good, Hawlucha was good, Noivern was good, Goodra was a strong Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know, this feels like it's an interesting kind of lineup. I feel like for Ash to have the best chance against the Armor, he'd have to build a team. Like, he'd have to take everything he's got and build a team. And I have no clue what Ash even... all I know is Ash's Alola team had a Melmetal. Sorry, I had to mute the mic there. Allergy season's kicking in. Ugh. Make sure I picks up the Gible. Oh yeah, I feel like Gible definitely would just launch a Draco Meteor right into his mouth. Alright, Ash, what was your team? Lycanroc, Incineroar, Melmetal. Okay, I like how this article really doesn't tell me anything. Oh, did I actually have 5 Pokemon? Huh. Interesting. Alright, let me see. I'm just gonna look at his team real quick to see what he had. I mean, the Lycanroc was good. Is that why he had Lycanroc Dusk? Yes, that's interesting, but I don't know. The other two heads not know what to do. Yeah, honestly. Because I feel like knowing anything, Gible would just launch the Draco Meteor up. It would hit the Hydreigon in the face and just kind of drag him up with it until it explodes. And that's where you would see it really start to get hit. Yeah, I'm just imagining the absolute comedy of Gibble just getting away with... Usually Gibble takes out the Hydreigon, and then Gibble does nothing else the rest of that fight. I think that would be cool to see. Or the one move knockout. The true full power of Drake. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that would be cool. Just to watch, like, the Hydreigon get slowly dragged up with it. Yeah, I'm not taking this Dragonair. I'll stick with Cofagrigus for the final fight. I feel like that would be interesting. Alright, I am saying Duraludon. I would love to get Shiny Duraludon. Shiny G-Max Duraludon would be nice. Oh yeah, I feel like he would definitely be like, really? A Gibble just took me out? Not even a Garchomp, a Gibble. I feel like you'd also see that would be the part of the fight where Gibble just evolves into Gabite. Because imagining that power of a Draco Meteor behind a Gibble, putting that Garchomp, that power behind a Gabite or a Garchomp would be insane. Like, that would be wild. Because honestly, if Ash was to build a team to beat the armor, I think he would probably... I'm trying to think of what he would take, because Pikachu is probably a must, since that's just Ash's motif. He has to probably see Infernape, Charizard, Gibble getting rewarded for a big duck. Oh yeah, I think Gibble would easily evolve after the Hydreigon. Like, after doing a knockout like that, easy. I'm just gonna go for Psychic. It's not very effective, but I want to save my Shadow Balls for Lunala. I'm trying to think what would be the team. Pikachu, Ashgren, probably Sceptile, Charizard, Infernape, Hunt of the XP. Yeah, I think that definitely would be a ton. Especially, even for the anime sense, like, that would be a lot of XP to just give. Or that it would have to be given. More likely it would evolve, because I forget if they ever give a reason for why Gibble wasn't evolving to begin with. If it was kind of like how Piplup, like how most of the unevolved Pokemon in the anime are, they just don't want to. Which, I don't know, it was kind of cool to see some Pokemon not wanting to evolve, but then others it was like, why? Like Bulbasaur was doing it to like prove that it can be strong without evolving. Squirtle, I don't remember ever having the struggle of evolving. The highlight. Well, yeah, but I mean, even still, for getting the Gabite, I mean, seeing how the rest of Ash's team was evolving. Because I don't think Gabite's that high of an XP level, is it? Let's see, what's Gabite's evolution? Yeah, Gabite's only 24. So I think Ash could have easily done that. I mean, he had Infernape, Torterra, Gliscor. I know Buizel fought with evolving. Because Buizel and Bulbasaur kind of had like the same sort of evolutionary kind of arc, where neither of them wanted to evolve because they wanted to stay as powerful as they could be in their form. To prove they don't just need evolution to be strong. Which, honestly, I would almost argue, like, Buizel is such a good team member. Like, Buizel's a fucking unit. But, honestly, looking through Ash's team, his Sinnoh team really had a lot of power to it for what Ash owns. And Kalos, if you pull Ash Greninja out, his team is like mediocre kind of power. It's not great power, but it's like decent power. So, big fan. Yeah, honestly, I feel like Gibble, I don't know. I don't know if Gibble would be against the evolution. That's the thing. Like, you'd have to kind of see how it plays out. Because most Pokemon you've shown, like, the anime shows them trying to evolve or evolving. And you kind of get their story if they want to or not that way. Because I know Dawn's Piplup didn't want to evolve, and then someone gave Dawn an Everstone necklace to give the Piplup. So it wouldn't have to worry about fighting to evolve every time. But I don't know. I don't remember if they ever gave the actual reason. I might have to watch it again to see when Ash caught the Gibble, if they ever said anything about that. Oh great, now I'm accidentally spreading Mummy around the entire battlefield. But I feel like Gibble would definitely earn the right to evolve after killing that Hydreigon if it didn't already, but I feel like it would be interesting for that final area to see how that goes. I feel like you'd need Ash in either Kalos or Sinnoh levels of tactics to have a chance to beat the armor. Otherwise, it's not really working out. I don't see it working. So, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like Ash's team. It's like there's really not too much you could do that isn't just adding like all of his starters to the team, and then adding like what? Probably, if anything, you might add Crook and then Snorlax, just because Snorlax is broken. So I think, the armor would definitely come to respect him if he's able to knock out. If he did actually Draco Meteor the Hydreigon to knock it out, I think that would earn the respect. It would kind of be similar to how Paul's arc ended after the Sinnoh League. Like how Paul kind of learned to respect Ash after he was able to beat him. Alright, Sceptile, take the Duraludon. Please, you're about to die. Okay, everybody just let him take it. There we go, he needed the heals. But yeah, I feel like definitely after that armor fight, if the Hydreigon actually does get knocked out, I feel like that definitely would play a big part in it. There's nothing after either of them, so I was saying we just go Ghost, because we can kind of beat it down. Because you got what? Shadow Ball, Power Gem, Rock type move, and then just punch through it. Or anything, just Breaking Swipe, hopefully, to weaken it a bit. Yeah, like, there's no doubt that, like, no matter what iteration of Ash's team he goes with, he's not beating the armor. Like, there is no hope. Alright, I can Dynamax, which would mean who's up next after me? Starmie? Not really worth it to have. I mean, honestly, there's no reason to have anybody Dynamax in the fight against the last one except for me, so. If you left it Oak's left. Yeah, honestly, that's also kind of a shame. Like, it'll be sitting at Oak's lab, maybe to get seen on camera when they do, like, the whole group shot. Or, like, you know, the tour of all the Pokemon Ash used to use. Just like all those Tauros that Ash caught that never even got an anime episode. Those guys really got screwed over. Like, them and Porygon. Those two episodes really just screwed everything up. Which is actually kind of funny that those two episodes really weren't even... They're, like, obviously by today's standards they're not that bad, but for back then it's like... Brings it back for Kalos. I don't know. I mean, Ash... I think Ash said in the anime that, from what I remember of the Kalos League, that he was going to bring... He considered bringing back Charizard and some of his other Pokemon, but I think for the Kalos League, he said he was going to just use his Kalos team, because, you know, they come that far, work that hard together, that they deserved the right to, like, fight the final fights and all that. which I say was crap. The dude had 3 different flying types, he should have picked something else. Like, Talonflame is easily replaceable by Charizard. Like, hands down. Not even close. But that was just me. So, I don't know. I feel like if he brought Pokemon back for the Kalos League, I think he would have won it. Like, if he had sat there and crafted his team out, he would have 100% won the Kalos League. I still say before the Alola League just kind of, like, gave it to him, I think he really should have won the Kalos League. Because that would have been so good for him to win that. If not there, the Sinnoh League, he was on track to win, if not for Legendary McDouchebag. I like his... Don't get me wrong, I love Tobias, because I still have him shouting for Latios to use Luster Purge, like, stuck in my head every time I see him. But it's like, he is just such an asshole. Oh yeah, he would easily be a top. He's up there top contender, 100%. Like, if anything, if the anime could tease the Mega Houndoom with him, like, you could use the Houndoom to tease a Mega, like you used Malamar to tease Gen 6. Or you hit him with the Mega right before the Kalos League. Or someone shows that the Mega Houndoom that no one has ever seen before goes in. Like, it's not just your normal Mega Houndoom, it's the buff Mega Houndoom. So I feel like that would be interesting. Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be interesting to see. Just absolutely devastating the Kalos League. Because that was the league where they had a bunch of... I mean, obviously that was the first generation that had Megas, but it was definitely the league where they started showing off the Megas. There was Mega Sceptile on one, there was Mega Charizard. There was a Charizard Y on one of them. The Elite Four members all had Megas. Like, you really just had all of them able to pop off. I feel like Ash... I mean, you probably could get... Like, Ash would probably be about the same, honestly. I don't think he would be that much stronger. I feel like some of his Pokemon would be stronger, but they wouldn't be, like, obscenely strong. Like, you'd probably see the Pokemon like Weasel and, there's some of, like, the Weasel, the Hawlucha. I feel like some of those Pokemon that wanted to fight the stronger opponents, I feel like they would be getting more powerful, but as a whole, I don't think he would be that much stronger. Because the armor's going to keep beating him every single time. I don't think he's really going to be able to do anything. Because, like, no matter what Ash does, there will always seem like there's a new Pokemon to beat him down. You know, like, there's always going to be something to put Ash in the hole. Because even Ash Greninja was strong, but it somehow couldn't handle a Mega Charizard X. So that's where it would be kind of interesting to see. I feel like he would, yeah, I feel like he would still lose that fight to the Mega Charizard X. Like, I feel like that is majorly possibility. Like, I don't see that coming anywhere near close. It could try, but it's not gonna get. It'd probably still be the same result. It might. The fight might last a little longer, but I don't see it being, you know, that much more different. What does this Lunala want to do? Like, this Lunala's trying to do something, and I don't know what it's going for. I don't get what this thing is doing. Every time I see a Pokemon stutter attack like that, it might be to use Articuno going for Blizzard when that happens, but it's like, it looks like it wants to do something, but then it just doesn't. feel like that would be the fight that might get interrupted. Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be a part of it. Like, the interruption with the Zygarde cells thing, or like the fake Zygarde from Lysander, I feel like that would also... I feel like that would all still happen, but I feel like the armor... I feel like if anything, Lysander would have been watching the armor more than he would have been watching everybody else. Like, I feel like he wouldn't have been watching so much of the Megas, he would have been looking at everything else going on. Oh, what the hell was it? I want to say it was Alan, something like that. It was something like that. I'm gonna look up his name real quick. I forget offhand. Elaine? A-L-A-I-N. I want to say that was Alon, but... Ow. Yeah, honestly. I forget his name, but yeah, I know who he is. I know he went around, like, fighting all the different Megas. And he ended up losing to so many of them anyway. Okay, I can't tell if I hate Duraludon's shiny because I can never tell if Duraludon is shiny or not. Like, I always end up... Because I always look at the hands to see if they're blue, but they've got to be, like, a specific blue. Or is the eyes different on Duraludon? Is that what I should be looking at instead? Just the armor fight beater up to the Zygarde. Oh yeah, 100%. Let me see. I just want to see the two side by side to see. Okay, so the eye is like a darker orange. Okay. Or like a brighter orange. It's like a more orange than yellow. Okay, that's all I gotta be looking for then. I just keep looking at the hands. I think the hands are kind of messing me up. But there were no shinies, so that's a rip. So I think I'll do is I'll probably do one more run. Like, we'll just do one last run here for Lunala. Unless somebody back here has something. Unless she's got something good that I need. Moltres? Do not need Moltres. Or just join the group of train. I feel like the armor would definitely join. I feel like... well, I feel like knowing anything, the armor would probably sit on the sidelines for a bit. And just kind of watch everything play out. Because I feel like he would be a part of it. But after seeing, like, a lot of the senseless destruction that that they were doing, I feel like he would step in. He wouldn't be immediately. Like, Ash and the rest of all the other people with the Megas would go in. But I feel like it would come down to the armor kind of, like, waiting a minute and really processing what's going on. And then being like, I may not want to lose, and I may want to take over the world, but I'm not going to let the world be, like, senselessly destroyed. You know, I'm not going to do all that. So, like, I'll step in to save the world, since I want to make it my own, but you're not going to ruin everything before I get the chance to. Yeah, it's like, it's his home turf. Like, he would, like, if anything, it would be more of, like, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see how the armor would get, like, convinced to step in. Depending on how it's going. Because if Lysander's still watching the guys who are doing the Mega Evolute, like, everybody else with the Megas, before the armor's Mega comes out, I feel like that would be interesting. So, I don't know, it'd be a nice little setup. I don't know how that would play. That's actually kind of interesting to think about now. Is just how would the armor go with that Zygarde event? And then especially after the event, too, it's like... Because you gotta think of, like, because the armor would still want to go through the same goals after saving the world. Because, yeah, the armor could take out any of those trainers, but could he handle an actual legend standing him in the face? I mean, yeah, eventually he'd probably just wear it down, but it'll be a matter of getting it to be worn down. Yeah, I'll bring Diggersby, because that seems... Oh, there we go. Get the Malamar. Take the Malamar. It's Lunala. Death Stab, Quad Effective Night Slash. Someone take the Malamar. Oh my god, you people. This is worse than, like... he would definitely be riding on Hydreigon. Like... Ooh, Crocodile's another good one. It's not even a contest. Just take the Croc. Come on. Don't take the Palpitoad. Oh my god, you people. I swear, teaming up with randoms in this can be so infuriating to watch. At least for me. I don't know about you guys, but... Oh yeah, he would really be... Like, can he handle the artificial legend that is just... that has nothing to lose and everything to gain? Well, you gotta think, if he's flying through the air on that Hydreigon, he literally just has a 3-gun cannon that he's just blasting as he feels like. Like, there is no hope of most of the smaller... Like, because everybody... Like, all the Megas could easily, for the most part, handle holding it back. But I feel like he and Ash would be the two that go in up against it and really try to go through it. Like, I feel as if the two of them easily... Because, I mean, Ash is the one that takes it out at the end of the day, but I feel like the armor would definitely clear the hole to get him in there. Alright, well, this is Stab, huge power boosted quick attack, so I'm just gonna go for that. Well, the 400% Zygarde 2-shot. Yeah, true. Actually, what's 100% Zygarde's speed? Because if anything, I mean, you gotta remember, if this is the anime, Hydreigon can just jump out the way. Like Zygarde complete... I mean, Zygarde complete's only base 85. It's got a lot of HP, but it's base 285. So that's not too much. So you gotta remember that. And as long as Hydreigon can dodge some can jump out the way and get some extra hits in. Because even if, like, it's Zygarde, it's not a normal Hydreigon. Like, normal Hydreigon only has the one real mouth to hit with. This one's going to be hitting with all 3 cylinders. So even if it gets if one hand gets hit, you've got the other one to kind of, like, sucker punch hit, almost. Like, get in behind him and hit it. And then you still have the main hit, so it's like, if any one of them gets hit, you still got 2 more to just throw out there. Topsy-turvy. I don't even know what that move does. Like, actually, the Malamar has that. What does that do? What does Topsy-turvy even do? Like, I've never seen what this move does. Making the target turn top. Oh, okay, so they just become the... Oh, okay. What is there? 2 shots for... Oh, yeah. That 100%. Like, I feel like 100% Zygarde wouldn't target Hydreigon because I feel like... Or it wouldn't target the armor because I feel like it would be... Like, it would see the armor was helping it, because in that sort of sense. Because the armor's not going to want to fight the Zygarde until, like, if anything, after the threat's dealt with. So, that's where that, I feel like, would kind of go. Because I couldn't see it being... Like, unless the armor just intentionally tried to fight the Zygarde while the fake Zygarde's running around. Because I couldn't see it being... I mean, personally, I couldn't see it doing that. Because I feel like... Because the Zygarde then also would have tried to go for anybody else that was there. Outside of Ash. If you think about it like that. Okay, I don't know why you would take the Malamar... Or take the... thing there. Let's go for the Sharpedo. Because at least the Sharpedo is going to give us something super effective to hit. We're immune to psychic attacks, and we're going to get Assurance, which is great to deal with the Lunala. At least for one hit. Looks at the first hit, and then he outspeeds all of us and decimate, and then we just hopefully die. Okay, or we go for Dreadnought. Don't get this team. As much as I would rather get Shiny Dreadnought, I also don't want to get Shiny Dreadnought. Let's go Muscle Band. That's gonna be our best bet. Yeah, because I got 100% just put the boots to that whole thing. Plus, you gotta imagine the armor would give a lot more time for Ash and anybody else to really try to find a way to deal with anything. Just because of the power the armor brings to the table. Oh yeah, he would get his, like, Ash would get the first round tournament win, but then it would just come down to, like, how can he use Melmetal? Because the fact that, like, honestly, Ash had 5 Pokemon, and the Melmetal didn't even do that much. Like, I'm sorry, Melmetal should have done way fucking more in the Alola League. And the fact that, from what I saw of the anime, the Melmetal literally lost to to the Lycanroc Dusk. Like, or not Lycanroc Dusk, but the Lycanroc Night form. I was like, why? In what universe does that make sense? Like, that shit should not have happened. Like, Ash had no business being in that big of a struggle. Like, I know the final fight, I think it was like a 2-on-2 or something against Gladion, but really? That's how you play that out? Oh yeah, Incineroar and the Silvally, right. That's right, I remember that part. I remember a little bit. I didn't watch too much of the Alola League, like that final fight. I only saw parts of it. Because I kind of was tuning in and out when I saw Melmetal and I was like, oh, Ash should just win this. Because Melmetal's busted physically. Like, Double Iron Bash is insane with Melmetal. I might have to watch the Alola League, honestly, see how that all plays out. I have not. I've heard about that fight, it's like, got 2 losses, the rest of his fights were win. Ah, nice. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, because I remember Ash just had the Rowlet that was wearing, like, a disguise. And it was like, the disguise broke at one point. And that's all I really remember about it. Because the Rowlet never evolved. I forget when he got the Lycanroc, but I know it had a thing where it couldn't listen, where it had like the Rage mode, where it kind of did like how like Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape had Blaze in the Sinnoh League, and they wouldn't listen to Ash, or they would just kind of attack on will. Oh, beat a bird. Oh, it did. Wow. Damn. That's some good shit. Should I take this? I feel like I should take this. Actually, no, I shouldn't take it because I have the immunity. And I can hit that thing, hit Lunala really hard with Dig. Honestly, don't take it, Malamar. Stay with what you have. Also beats Flipper. Oh. Interesting. That's nice. That seems legit. Honestly, I might have to just catch... I might have to watch the Alola League, like, just for the battles. Alright, what do we got? Ghost type is Gourgeist, I think? Which I wouldn't mind getting Gourgeist. Druddigon I don't need, and then the ground type is... I think it's Sandslash. I'm gonna go for the Ghost. Yeah, I might actually catch the Alola League then at some point, just to see the final fights. Being fly types are ridiculous. You know, that's how the anime likes to work. Where you just beat everything. We don't care about type matchups. I mean, hell knows Ash tried to beat Brock with a Pikachu. And then Pikachu wouldn't even bother fighting Misty. I mean, that was insane. Alright. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go... Actually, is that strong enough to play? Oh, it doesn't matter, they're both 130s, okay. Let's do that then. I'm gonna try and save digs for Lunala just to stall the clock. Or so I'm not dying to it, necessarily. Have to see. But we shall see. So hopefully, I would love to get the shiny Lunala on this run, because then, honestly, the next time I play this, I might just stream hunting the Regieleki. If we can get Lunala. Because that's going to be my main goal, first and foremost. I might go through the Pokemon Home and all my other games to see what legends I need. For the armor show again. Honestly, I don't even know where the armor would show up. Like, that's a good question because I don't know. I haven't seen too much of the Gen 8 anime. I know the Pokemon that Ash has for the most part, from what I've seen or from what I've heard about anyway. Because I know he caught a Gengar early in the anime, and then he's got a Dragonite, a Galarian Farfetch'd, a Lucario, and a Dracovish, I think. Plus Pikachu, obviously, for his 6th, but I think, honestly, if Ash has issues with whatever league he goes through, because I think it's going through the Kanto again, isn't he? He's going through Kanto with Go. Gengar. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know he's got Gengar. I just forget, like, I haven't seen any of the anime yet. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. So I'm gonna have to get around to that at some point. I'll probably wait until, like, we get towards the end of it, and then I might just binge most of it. If not all of it, and just go through it. And of course, dogs gotta be barking at something right now, which I know you guys can't hear the dogs barking, but I don't want them barking at anything too long. So I gotta go deal with them. Of course, right in the middle of a battle, too. Why not? Let me see, I'm gonna try and see... I'll try and see if I can just kind of, like... If anything, I'm gonna be spamming Dig against Articuno, so... But, let me see... I'm gonna have to see what they're barking at. Shit. You won 2v1 versus Dusclops? Wow. Nice. That's legit. So I'll try to get into Articuno and then go from there and see what those two are dealing with. I'll wait. I'll make him wait, because we only got the Articuno fight left. Alright, catch the Gourgeist, which I do need to get a shiny Gourgeist, which would be nice. Plus, since we're right near the end anyway, so I'm gonna do I'll do this last fight for Lunala, and then we'll wrap things up from here. Which I will say today was a success. We're a little shorter than usual, by about a half hour or so roughly, but should be good, all things considered. But we did get a shiny today, which I am happy about. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother with an item. Not worth it. We're not gonna bother with taking it. If anybody, honestly, we really don't need to take it. There's nothing really saying we should run house. It's full power. Oh yeah. If the armor goes full power, it runs the show. Hands down. Like, no doubt about it. Like, not even a chance. Like, I don't see the armor doing anything. Alright, Pokemon Swap, why did you take it? You could have just kept the freaking thing you had. I mean, I guess Shadow Sneak is good for Lunala, but... I don't know. Okay, or you're gonna get rid of it. Because logic be damned. Alright, Nick, do not swap it. Do not. Just don't. Okay, what are you getting? Okay, Alolan Sandslash isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's not the worst. There are worse things you could have gotten. Alright. Let's get one of again. We got Malamar with Night Slash, so that should be easy. And I think Alolan Sandslash gets some Dark type. I forget if it does or not. Nope. You have Rock Slide and Avalanche. That's a yikes. Alright, so time to just spam dig. Come on, Nidoking, pick your move. Okay, you're Dynamaxing, that's why. Don't get why you're Dynamaxing, but okay. Probably could have just let Malamar do it and we've been fine. Armor, yeah, honestly, the armor is just a powerhouse. Like, the in-game trainers are the only ones that can beat them, because in the anime, nobody's beating them. I don't see anybody anime-style beating them. Oh, bye, Malamar. As you were going for Topsy-Turvy again. You don't even know any stat changes. And this is why I click dig. Just to be like, deuces. Alright, you set up the sun. Interesting choice. Honestly, you should have gone for Max Quake to give us the special defense boost, because that's what we need. What? Why were you going for me? I'm hoping that was a misclick. That you targeted me with that avalanche? What? Why? I'm so confused. In the game, maybe. Yeah, honestly, the anime's a no. There's no way. He's too strong for the anime. There's no way he can exist. I'm so confused with this frickin' Sandslash right now. Like, is he trying to throw? Like, what's he doing? Why are you... I'm so confused. What is this guy doing? Like, do you have something we don't know about on this set? Like, or are you just doing this to throw? Like... Like, we're not going to attack you. I have no reason to attack you, Sandslash. Just go for the hit on the Lunala so we can win. Like, start doing damage to the damn thing. Or were you wanting Dynamax, that's why you decided to, you know, attack us. And really just make us lose the fight. Like, that's annoying. We're gonna lose this because of him. And it fails because he probably wanted to target the Nidoking. Wow. That's really scummy, dude. Wow. I've never seen someone actually attack their teammates in the Max Lair fights. I really wish you didn't heal that Sand Slash. Good. I'm glad he lived, so we didn't lose a life, but that's so lame, like if you're gonna throw, why not just click Sword Stance the whole time? Dude. We're lucky that it hit me with that Moongeist beam. I really don't get this dude's MO. Like, what is this Sand Slash doing? I'd love to see the trainers for the Sand Slash to see why he's doing this. Because we just lost because of him, most likely. Yeah, we did, because there's 2 lives gone. Liam... If I see a Liam in any more of my raids, I'm quitting out of them. Like... Actually, no, I shouldn't just treat all of that, because anybody else could be named Liam, but it's the fact that, like... Why? Why would you throw the fight there, for no reason? By attacking your teammates. That's so lame. Like, that's throwing on another level. That was, yeah, honestly, that was rude. Like... The fact that he really just did that. But, honestly, I'm not going to complain too much, because we did get a shiny Articuno, so I am happy about that. I'm happy we finally got Cryo, which took way too long. Not the best of natures, good stats, but I did get the shiny I was hoping for today, so that's good. So, next week, we're going to be doing Persona 3 again. We're getting back into that, or 3 or 4, whatever game I'm playing. I forget. One of the Persona games. Whatever one we were playing before, we're getting back into that. Probably just going to be focusing on that for a while, depending on how things go, because I might be able to convince some people to do some extra stuff, but I'll see, because I have no other real, like, major series planned yet. Working on it, but I'll figure something out. But like I said, Monday, for sure, we'll be back. If I get to stream tomorrow, I'll probably do this again, and we'll just go for Lunala, and hopefully not run into any Liams. But with that squad, I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't think there's anybody live right now. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna end it here and go see what the dogs are still barking at. They're still going nuts. But I'll catch you all again on Monday, which we'll be back for Persona. Then if I get a new series started up that I can think of, or if anything, I'm gonna make the sword shiny hunting for Nickit and all that. I'm gonna make that a YouTube exclusive thing. So unfortunately, it sucks that I won't be streaming it, but Route 2 has been too annoying for me, so I'm not gonna put through the rest of that. So I will catch you guys next time, and I'll be uploading this stream to YouTube tomorrow afternoon. So if you guys want to watch the highlights then, or for anybody that missed it, feel free to check it out. But I will catch you guys on Monday at the very least. So see ya.